I'm not your daddy. 'Cause he's hating on all the cannabis
I
users
got you.
because he's upset with his dad.
Oh, all right. You got daddy issues, Bill Montgomery. We need to clear him up because you're taking him out on the wrong people right now, Holmes.
Now, the musical game where you decide if it's porn or not.
That's not music to my ears.
All right, here's the game. We close the show out here. High Noon's up next. So make sure you guys hang out for those two wacky characters. It's going to be Bubba Kush and Elicio Mr. Tre Claudio El Tres, who is from Phoenix, who lives in Colorado Springs. So, enjoy their show. High Noon coming up next. But this is the game we're going to play right now. This music you're going to hear is either from a porno or it's not. And when I say porno, I'm talking about Skinamax softcore porn, nothing below the waist porn. Okay? So let's get that in your mind, or something else from TV or anything else online, I guess you could say. Any kind of music that might sound like a porno, if you will. So let's begin. Is this a porno or is it not?
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, it's got that found chicka wow wow kind of attitude.
You're going yes, Saber Dave and Stacy?
Yes.
You're going yes, or is it porno or is it not? It is not porno music.
Oh, wow. What music is it?
It is from the Cooking Network.
The Cooking Network is so successful because they use porno music.
And they're cooking porn dogs. All right, so yes. Maybe there's some subliminal message there. Here we go. Is this porn or is it not?
Yes.
You going yes? It is porno. What about you, Saber Dave?
I'm gonna hear it for another segment.
Yes.
Sounds like
I usually ask, what's the environment? What's going on
Mission
here?
Impossible porno.
Mission Impossible. You're on porn, both of you guys. What's the environment? What's the scene? Not the action. What's the scene? Secret agents going on? Porn. Stacy, what's the scene here?
I didn't go.
The environment.
I didn't say above the waist.
No, environment. Where are they at? Where are they located?
Oh, I don't know.
Never mind. I'm not going to ask you anymore. All right. Is it porn or is it not? It is not porno music. You're 0 for 2. I won. It is from The Situation Room on CNN. All right.
Oh, how funny.
We'll blitzer for you guys there. All right. Let's say thank you guys for hanging out. Stacy Tice of Cannabis, thank you so much for hanging and telling your story. I really appreciate
Thank you.
that.
It's been cool to reunite with you after a couple years.
It has been.
Yeah.
So don't be a stranger. We might have you back on soon enough, right?
Yeah.
And Safer Dave Wisniewski, SaferArizona.com, and Safer Dave the intern. Playing 2 roles in one today.
In public, thank you for Dave for everything that you do.
Yes,
I appreciate you so much.
So thank you guys for hanging out with us. K-High Radio is the station you're listening to. Let'sTalkPod.com is the online location where you have to hear us on the phone as well. That works really well. And find us online, drivewithgas.com. I got my
All right, buddy, you ready?
link in there.
Okay, so don't worry about it. Just
Please.
And
And then
let me go.
we're at Hemphill Farms on
Hold on, we got 5 minutes. Let me grab my
Ebenezer will be hanging out with us. I'm looking forward to that. And live music and a discussion and a call out for Jay Lawrence to join us as state representative to Let's Talk Cannabis. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Jerry Lenhart,
Thank
Scottsdale.
you. I hope Dave's out there Sunday.
Scottsdale, Greenbelthomes.com, and my real estate agent, Jerry Lenhart, non-smoker, who's helping you guys out. So contact me online with drivewithgas.com. All right, I'm done. Guys, enjoy your weekend. And always take the high road when you drive with gas. Man.
Welcome to the best way to improve false drinking. Oh no!
This is K-High 1580, the world's first station dedicated to marijuana awareness. How in the world can we talk pot all day? Well, the marijuana movement has a lot of passionate fans across the great USA, but there is medical benefits, legislative issues, lifestyle stuff, as well as a revolution that's taking place, changing society, just like at the end of Prohibition during the 60s and any time in history when Americans have reestablished their freedom. You'll hear all that and even funny stoners. This is K-High, the weed talk station.
Independent Records is your one-stop shop for all your entertainment needs. They carry the largest inventory of vinyl and CDs in Southern Colorado, as well as a vast selection of music shows like DVD and Blu-ray. Independent also carries a growing selection of books, and they don't shy away from titles on cannabis culture, cultivation, and consumption. They pride themselves on the best selection of pipes, from metal to wood to ceramic to glass. They have it all. They've got amazing prices and a variety of water pipes, papers, vapes, rigs, and everything in between. You need to stay high. Independent has many unique, one-of-a-kind pieces from local plants and national manufacturers. You can tell them some of that old stuff they want it at Independent, and they pay cash for gently used music, movies, games, and even books. Bring the whole family. Independent has video games for all platforms, cool toys, and novelties, edgy clothing and jewelry, and the best magnets, stickers, patches, and posters of any store on the front range. Independent Records, proudly independent since 1978, with 6 locations in Colorado Springs and Pueblo, or online at beindependent.com.
Look, the worst part about business travel is worrying about my wife and kids at home alone. My family's safety is my responsibility. That's why I started researching home security. I called the big alarm companies, checked online, even looked at doing it myself. The best technology for the best price came from Vivid. They even won the Consumer's Digest Best Buy Award. Yes, Vivid gives me a complete security system, but it does even more. Vivint's video technology is unreal. I can see what's going on in my home right from my smartphone, tablet, or computer. I can even lock the doors remotely if my kids forget. Best yet, I got Vivint's no equipment costs and free install deal. $1,300 worth of camera and security equipment at no charge. Vivint was the easy choice for 2 minutes. Safety.
Take control of your family's safety with Vivint. Order now for up to $1,300 in security equipment at no charge. Just pay as little as $99 for activation. Plus, call now and installation is free. Call 1-800-471-1577. That's 1-800-471-1577. 1-800-471-1577.
Do you have unfiled tax returns or owe the IRS or state more than $10,000? If you don't take action now, your tax problem is going to get worse, much worse. Seizure of property, bank levies, wage garnishments, and potential criminal prosecution. And if you owe the IRS back payroll taxes, chances are you will be visited at your home or business by an IRS agent. Don't become paralyzed by fear. Take action now. Call the experts at U.S. Tax Shield for help. Our team of experienced tax attorneys can get you protected, stop collections, and negotiate a permanent settlement with the IRS and state, potentially saving you thousands of dollars. At U.S. Tax Shield, our tax advisors will review your case for free, inform you of your rights, and give you a guaranteed quote. No games and no tricky upsells. That's why we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and thousands of satisfied clients. Put an end to your torment. Get protected. Get the Shield. Call U.S. Tax Shield now at 800-299-1855. That's 800-299-1855. 800-299-1855.
The safe leader choice is Marisol Therapeutics. With over 7 years of industry experience, we've been and operating Marisol is community-driven and determined to change the stigma that cannabis
is just for getting high. The only place that serves Tommy Chong straight up Chong style. You can find them at 922 Kimber Drive in Pueblo West, or call 719-547-4000. Marisol Therapeutics, the safer, greener choice. Marisol Therapeutics is not affiliated in any way with Southern Colorado Grow Association.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official disclaimer from K-High Radio. We at K-High Radio want to remind you that, yeah, whatever, there's nothing on this page. Keep listening.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We are live in effect. It is high noon. You are here with, of course, your boy, the Doc. And I got a special guest in the studio today, a certain young man who our Chicago boys have dubbed the Cannabis Kid. Say hello.
Hello.
How old are you?
9.
Okay, so Cannabis Kid. Why don't you tell people what's your real name? Who you are?
Alicia Claudia. The 4th.
Number 4. This is actually my son, and we brought him in. Try to sit stuff down gently, please. We brought him in because, of course, we apparently need to teach him studio etiquette, but also we brought him in because a lot of people don't realize that, you know, parenting and cannabis kind of go hand in hand. And so we've got a lot of subjects that we're going to talk about. And the Gas Man, shout out. Thanks again, Kevin, out there talking about your boy from Phoenix, the Arizona kid, the Grand Canyon kid, who has the Cannabis Kid in the studio. And so stop drinking so much juice, man. Come on. You're going to have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the show, and that ain't going to happen. So we got the Cannabis Kid here who is getting scolded for drinking too much fluids. But essentially, he's going to talk to you about what it's like to be, you know, the son of a, you know, pothead who happens to have a radio show. And he actually knows a lot more about marijuana than you think. He knows about, the effects on kids and how it's not good for kids, but there are some kids who benefit from it. Like our own station director's son, Mike Kennar's son, with the leukemia, and also kids like Landon Riddle, who I'm going to read him actually Landon's story, and then we're going to get his take on it. So we got that, of course, and then we're going to talk about marijuana, the exit drug. For years, you've been lied to by your own government and told that marijuana is a gateway drug. If you smoke weed, you are going to end up doing heroin. This isn't true. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to get a 9-year-old's perspective today in the first hour. In the second hour, we got the gas man coming in. We have stop kicking stuff. We have the gas man coming in. You have to be careful with what you touch and what you do when the mic's live. We're going to teach him today. He's going to learn. But we got the gas man coming in the second hour. We got Miranda from Hash It Out. That's a new show that's going to start Monday. So she's going to come in and she's going to spend the second hour with us of the show. So we've got a lot going on, a busy Friday. If you're watching on YouTube, you can watch behind the scenes. We got the broadcast up for you. As a matter of fact, I'll post a link to that right now. We'll kill his mic while he coughs. But so we're gonna have some fun today. There's a lot of perspectives to marijuana. A lot of people don't understand that even there's room for a 9-year-old's discussion. I mean, some people you may not agree with. Today is bring my son to work today because I felt like making it. That's the great thing about being the producer of your own show is you kind of you don't make it up as you go, but you get to make it up as you go, if you know what I mean. So we've got. I call him Pop, but again, like I said, the boys out in Chicago have dubbed him the Cannabis Kid. So Cannabis Kid, let's talk a little bit about, in this first segment, about being the son of someone who uses marijuana. Now, what do you know about weed?
It's bad for people. But people who use it for cancer, that's a good thing.
So that's and you see his opinion is he's been conditioned, we'll call it, to think that, cannabis is bad for you unless you have cancer. Now, I want to let you know that he lives with his mom. I want to be very clear about that. He does not live with me full time anymore. He did grow up living with me. And I, of course, grew marijuana. He knew about my grow room. What was the rules of my grow room? Were you allowed in the grow room? Where my plants grew? In the basement. Were you allowed in there? You got to talk. People can't hear you. Shake your head. Did you really ever see in there? Did you go in there? Were you allowed in there at all?
Not that much.
No.
But now I am a lot.
Well, yeah, but there's not plants growing in there now. It's whatever your mom's using that room for now. It's probably the laundry room again. But then you probably go in there to do your laundry. But what I'm saying is when I grew plants, were you allowed in there?
No.
That's what I'm trying to get at is answer the question directly. Don't I hate to put you on the stand like a lawyer, but answer the questions as they're asked, young man. But no, seriously, answer these questions correctly because there's a lot of people out there listening that are interested to see what a kid thinks about the marijuana industry as it goes. As we have the Cannabis Kid, I think that's a cool name. I'd run with that if I was you. By the way, Pop, that's a cool name. You could, start a whole persona. We can hashtag it and trademark it and whatever else we need to do to it to make it official, super official, extra official. So, again, sometimes grandma posts stuff that just catches my attention. I have that squirrel moment. Stop drinking this and sitting this down. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, every time you do, that's annoying. It drives me crazy. Don't do that. That's bad mic discipline. If you said something now, you should be gentle like that. Nobody should hear you sit it down. Be careful what you do, okay? So anyway, we're going to learn you. There's some etiquette and there's some rules to being in my studio. And one is, have some studio discipline and, you can't sit there and keep drinking your drink the whole time because all it's going to do is make you have to go potty. This is a 2-hour show. We'll get you out to the bathroom. I mean, come on now. We're not running a concentration camp here. You're not stuck in the studio, but at the same time, we have certain scheduled breaks. And if it's not during that wheel where those lines are, you see the lines? If you got to go outside of the lines, shout out to Chris out there at or whatever. I can't remember his name that does outside of the lines on ESPN. Sometime in the second hour, we're going to listen to the pizza prank call yesterday. I failed, which is good. I know that's not what you're happy you failed. Yes, I am, because I get my way so often, we'll say it that way, that so it's one of those things where I get my way so often, I don't necessarily want to always get my way. And so sometimes losing is the best thing that can happen to me, because it teaches me that I'm able to lose. A lot of people who know me will tell you that guy's a winner. Like, that guy's a winner. That's what he does. He wins. He doesn't lose. He doesn't know how to lose. And that's what I tell people is, you don't get big fat championship rings. You don't play quarterback when you're 5'9.5" unless all you know is win, win, win. There is no way around it. It's win, win, win. That's the end of it. If you can't win, you can't play the position. So unfortunately for the people around me who hate to see me win, that's all I know. So I try to win every time. We also got Dana down by the beach. She'll be checking in with us today. Guys, we have just a shellacking, we'll call it, of individuals who want to be part of the show or want to, come on the show. Let's see here. All right. And we'll have a whole slew of text messages that have nothing to do with the show, because people, for some reason, can't get a hint that I am on air from 12 to 2 Colorado time every single day, Monday through Friday, even on a lot of holidays. So if it's not about my show and you're not listening to my show and you're not chiming in about my show, then stop texting me. Unfortunately, no one out here listening right now is the one texting me, I guarantee you. Let me see here. So this is where we smack them in the face with, I'll check after I get off air, considering that's not important right now. So Cannabis Kid. So let's talk this story, because I don't want to get to the first break without it. So I'm going to read you this story, and then I want you to tell me what you think about it. Okay. In 2013, we were introduced to Landon Riddle. By the way, I'm reading this from the Weed Reviewer magazine, the first edition. Yeah, that's right. If you're watching online, check that puppy out. It's all wrinkled and it's got weed stains on it from me breaking up dank on it. And that's how you know it's real. That's how you know it wasn't a prop or a staged piece. It's the real deal. So let's listen to the story, Pop. A 3-year-old boy was fighting cancer with the help of cannabis. As the world turned in London and Sierra battle, the hospital and CPS over Sierra's choice to use cannabis oil. Sierra is his mom, by the way, Pop. Over her choice to use cannabis oil for him in place of the prescribed chemotherapy that had almost reduced Landon to dying. The result of cannabis use were undeniable in young Landon. Look at, see, people, it's blowing up. It's blowing up. Who's texting us? Let's see who it is. Let's see here. That's because the one's not texting. See, Lindsay's got it right. She's like, that's because the ones not texting you are the ones listening to your show, because they're too busy listening to the show to be bothering me with a text. Thank you, Lindsay. Point well taken. You know Lindsay from down the street from Grandmama's. She got Michael, her son Michael played lacrosse. I don't know. You might not remember them as well. When I said Dana, though, he knew who I was talking about right away. He's like, oh, yeah, Jaden's mom. So anyway, so it says that the results of the cannabis use were undeniable in young Landon's life. After much of the blood, sweat, and tears his family had went through, he was released from chemotherapy to complete his treatment using solely cannabis, and that'll go through the end of 2016. So where is Landon today? Landon is now 5 years old, and today is looking, just by looking at him, you could never tell that Landon was diminished in such a perilous condition only a year and a half ago. Landon has been out of chemotherapy for over a year and is now thriving, and better yet, cancer-free. He is being monitored and tested for leukemia cells every 30 days by the Children's Hospital of Colorado, as well as being monitored for his growth, weight, and stats, and of course, overall health. He has come so far since we relocated to Colorado, but is dealing with the repercussions from the chemotherapy, radiation, and the narcotics he was overly prescribed before. Okay, so now narcotics, narcotics are pills and stuff that are bad, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what do you think about Landon? As you're a 9-year-old kid, you're not much older than him. You're about a grade generation ahead of him, which means you'll graduate high school when he starts high school. So my question is, how do you feel about him using marijuana and weed like what I used to grow to help fight cancer?
I think it's good because he needs to feel better from his cancer.
Yeah. Okay, and what else? I mean, what else do you think? Okay, you yourself, you've never used marijuana. You've never gotten exposed to it. You've never gotten into Dad's stash. The Cannabis Kid is cannabis free, actually. And with that said, though, how do you feel about, like, what if you had to use cannabis to fight cancer? How would that make you feel, Cannabis Kid?
Pretty sad.
Yeah. Would you be sad that you had to use cannabis, or would you be sad that you have cancer?
I would be sad about both.
Yeah. So you don't really feel like it's a good thing that you don't necessarily want to use it. Is that what you're saying? But if you had to, you would to make your life better.
Yep.
Okay. So the quality of life is what's important to you?
Yep.
All right. And so what do you like to do to have fun then? Since we're talking quality of life, let's see what the Cannabis Kid likes to do.
Video games, football, baseball, basketball, soccer sometimes. That's all I do.
All right. What's your favorite video game?
Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Okay. So you don't want to use cannabis unless you absolutely have to, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't mind shooting people on a video game.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay, so you've been desensitized to shooting at people with video games, but the school tells you weed is bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's very interesting. So you're a normal kid for the most part, Cannabis Kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you play sports, you play video games, you like to play outside. Where's your favorite place to go hiking in Colorado Springs?
When you take me to the incline.
When I take you to the incline. Everyone loves the incline. It's like, we need to seriously get, I'm going to hold the boys at Hashish House responsible for finding us a sponsor and getting this thing pulled together. But we need to do like a fundraiser up, like a smoke out at the top of the, the incline, just a smoke out, just to get a bunch of potheads together that are athletic, of course, because some potheads are out of shape. Let's keep it real. But if you're athletic and you're a pothead like me, that's me all day. Like my son will tell you, Dad would smoke to deal with or address pain before Dad went to play quarterback on a football team. And it was just one of those things where I had a rough year one year, and the pain was like it is now. It hasn't really subsided none. And so the kid will tell you, I would have to, we'd get to whatever field I was playing at that day. I'd turn around, I'd have get the kids, get away from the kids, obviously, and then I'd smoke a blunt or whatever, and then be good to go. Yeah, here. You're gonna sit there and be antsy until I give you your drink back, huh? Mm-hmm. Now, so the Cannabis Kid in the studio, like I said, we got a lot of stuff going on today. I definitely want to get around to addressing marijuana, the exit drug, not the gateway drug, but the exit drug. Here, give me the bottle. Boy, barely stuck that lid on there. Get out of here. Oh, heck yeah, let's save that. That's a post worthy for later. I'm gonna save that. Save that picture. Picture says, stuck between getting my bleep together and bleeping things up more. That's definitely a hyperbole to my life for sure, as most of us. Now, so again, we got the Cannabis Kid in the studio. We got a lot going on today. We're gonna be talking about marijuana, the exit drug. And is it a drug that can help wean you away from worse things or harder things? Like I said, Dana down by the beach. Oh, look at this. How old is this kid? Well, you should know because he's mine, Dana. It's Pop. The Cannabis Kid is AKA Pop a lot of Kiss, AKA the Poppy, AKA the number 4, aka C4 Explosive. That's his real nickname on the football field. They used to call him C4 because my boy got, he got dad's. Let's just say he got a little bit of dad's skill set when it comes to playing football. What'd you play in football?
Wide receiver, backup quarterback, tight end, nose guard.
Just all over the place, huh?
Mm-hmm. Defense and offense.
Defense and offense. Okay, so you're all around kind of guy. All right. How many titles you got? He looks at me with this face like, what do you mean title? How many times we won the championship with that team?
With the Vikings?
Yeah. No.
One.
When Texas backed down, the epic Texas did not show up for the game back down. Now, yeah, I'm calling you out, Texas. I'm just saying this old Arizona Cowboy, not the law from Texas, but a cowboy. Had you back down. Yes, sir. No, we my first year as head coach, unfortunately, we got bounced. Probably the smartest play ever called against me by anybody. I'll give it to that Blizzards coach. But he's no longer with them anymore because I heard he couldn't keep himself from getting himself into a little bit of trouble, loose lip kind of thing, running. Coaches, boy, we got mounds on us. So you're a championship kid, we'll call you.
Dos minutos.
You play football for me. You've played for me. You've played sports for, I think everything you've played, you've always been on my team, huh? Even in baseball, I was the pitching coach. So what's it like to play sports for a coach who happens to smoke weed?
I don't really care that much.
You don't care about that, do you? What do you care about, the sport itself?
Yeah.
And do you care about the coach's ability to coach the sport?
Yep. Okay,
so how would you rate me as a coach? Like a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. How would you rate me as a coach? 1 to 10. Oh, I get a 10? I think he's being nice because we got the same name.
10.
Why am I a good coach?
Because you made me a better football player and a better baseball player. You taught me how to man up in the cold in football.
What do you mean man up in the cold?
Because I would always cry in the cold in fall football.
Well, interesting perspective on that one. I'm going to give you that one. We're getting ready to go to our first break here. When we come back, we're going to discuss marijuana as a gateway drug, of course. You've been lied to. You've been conditioned. You've been told your entire life that if you smoke weed, you're going to end up shooting up heroin because that's just what it is. It's a gateway drug. Is this a fact or a fallacy? I call foul on it. I'm throwing the yellow flag out as if I was the zebra. Football reference. Ding. I'm calling foul as if I was the zebra out there on the field saying, hey, this is a personal foul, because realistically, I have personally spoke with over the last 2 days, probably about 15 people who have used marijuana as an exit drug. That's right. You heard it right here. A drug that they used to wean themselves away from something worse. And now of those 15 people, I believe 5 or 6 of them don't even smoke marijuana anymore. So we're getting ready to get out of here to the first commercial break. We got the cannabis kid, 9-year-old Eliseo Claudio IV, a.k.a. C4 Explosive in the house. He's giving us an insight into what it's like to be the son of the radio show, talk show host, pothead guy. You know, what's it like to be a pothead kid type deal. So when we get back, like I said, we're going to go over marijuana, the gateway drug, or exit drug. You decide when we get back. I'll go, of course, you're on K-High.
Thanks, sir. Sorry about that.
No problem. I didn't know. I was still waiting. I'm like, I thought he said music.
No
problem. No worries.
Oh, I said no music. I apologize.
Oh, my fault. You know, that's what I thought you were saying.
Yeah, if I've got music, I'll just go ahead and play it for you.
Okay, got you.
Hey, stand by. I'm going to switch you over to another board and get.
Okay, yeah, I think we switched boards yesterday for some music playback we were doing. Yeah, we're not. I mean, behind the scenes, we're still behind the scenes. But we are off air.
Hey, buddy, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can.
Wonderful.
Actually, you know what's funny is you sound all muffly and weird on the other board. This board, you sound crystal clear.
Oh, good. Yeah, that other board is a little wonky, so I'm trying to work the gremlins out of that one, but this is fine.
It's cool beans.
Yeah, that other board is a digital board. I like me some analog.
Just some old school analog.
What is that?
Just scratch your leg. I don't know what's wrong with you. There's a lot wrong with you. You're my kid.
Okay, we'll be up in 6.
All right, 1 minute. We're coming back from break, Pop.
Can I go use the bathroom?
Go. Take your headphones off and go. When you come back in, don't sit stuff down hard. Close the door quietly. That wasn't really quietly.
Beauty expert to the stars, David Pollack. When recently featured on the Today Show, all they could say was, "I love it." This incredible product increases skin oxygenation, boosts collagen, increases hydration and cell renewal, and results in a tighter, firmer appearance to your face with less visible wrinkles. And now we want to let you try it for free. Go to freefountainofyouth.com and you'll receive a free 14-day trial of the Fountain of Youth. Just pay a small shipping and handling fee. It makes a great gift because it's beautifully packaged and you'll love the new you after using dermatologist and recommended the Fountain of Youth. Go to freefountainofyouth.com.
Fucking internet never works right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official disclaimer from K-High Radio. We at K-High Radio want to remind you that, yeah, whatever. There's nothing on this page. Keep listening.
Oh, yeah. It is Friday. You are in the house with the doc on High Noon. We are all over the place today. We got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, a real busy show. I would like to just, personally, I would just like the damn internet to actually work right for me. I know that it has to do with Explorer, but the thing is the station stays logged in under, they stay logged in under the Google setup or whatever. So I try not to mess with that because I like to be able to access the live feed, let you guys hang out. We got the Cannabis Kid in the house. Say what's up, Pop. Say hi. You don't need the headphones to say hi. Just say hi.
Hi.
Okay, so we got the Cannabis Kid in here, 9-year-old. My 9-year-old, actually, funny enough. And he's really in here to kind of like, what's it like just to be, like I said, the kid of a pothead / pot user, frequently smoker, former grower. I mean, yeah, whatever word you want to use, run with it, I guess. But and he's here to kind of lend insight, so we may chime over to him. He'll be here with us the whole show. Later on, of course, we got the Gas Man calling in at the second half of the show. We have Miranda in here. She is going to be the host of Hash It Out, a new show that starts coming up here on Monday. And so we're kind of helping her with her kickoff. Probably have her in here the second half of the show on Monday as well, and let her lead right from here into her show. Bottom line is that we've got so much stuff coming to you guys. And so why bring Pop into work today? Why bring the Cannabis Kid in? Well, it was real simple. Yesterday I was at lunch with the vice president of Country Buffet. Shout out to my man Mario Lee. He and I accidentally met each other, funny enough. And because of that accident, he bought me lunch yesterday and we sat down. I got a chance to talk to him, kind of pick his ear a little bit and explain to him, a little bit about what I would like to do with Country Buffet in a sponsorship perspective. And while I was sitting there having lunch after he and I were done talking, he went to go do whatever it is Mario Lee does. It's like, Mario Lee, what does Mario Lee do? But anyway, I was reading, of course, the Weed Reviewer magazine. They got the first edition out now, and there's a lot of parenting for pot and parenting with marijuana, and it got me thinking, why not bring in the only person I personally know to be a subject matter expert on being the kid of a pothead, and that's my own kid. So I brought in, again, I call him Pop, Poppy, little Poppy Chulo. And we bring in a Poppy Chulo, and he talk about the marijuana. No, the Cannabis Kid, though, has a great insight into what it's like to be the kid of a pothead. Do I sit around on the couch lazy all day, or do I go outside and play with you? These are the things that he can actually tell you. Like, there's a difference between somebody who is just a lazy pot smoker and an actual pothead. A functioning pothead. I'm going to steal Bubba Cushman's, phrase, if you would, or terminology. A functional pothead. If you watch the CBS episode, the CBS special where CBS interviewed Bubba Cushman, you'll see there, he said, I'm a functioning pothead. Well, that's what I am too. I don't smoke all day, every day, throughout the day, but I do smoke I should say I smoke periodically throughout the day, but I'm never really just blazed out of my freaking mind, man, except maybe at nighttime. Because, you know, when I get down with Rich's Dollar Pursuit from Rocky Mountain Kings, that's he's my best friend. When we get down, man, we smoke some crazy, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we be faded. I mean, we so faded, Grandma and Grandpa can't get that faded with us because they wouldn't be in the room. They'd be like, we faded out, fade to black. So we get faded like that, but that's at nighttime, you know, when the kids are in bed and they're gone. But during the day, we still have our puff pass sessions. You know, matter of fact, before a couple hours, just like I told you, I'm not allowed to smoke within the 2 hours of my show due to the power outage of 2015, we're going to call it. But essentially, I was completely blown, and I hit a power box button that killed the power to the entire studio. We lost the show for about 5-10 minutes, and it was like something out of a movie. I popped up out from underneath the desk after I hit the button, and I was like, that did not do what I just think, because all you heard was and I jumped up and I was like, that did not do what I just think it did. And the response I got was, yes, it fucking did. And when I heard, excuse my language, I have to use the F-bomb in front of my kid, but the F-bomb came from, of course, then show producer Diablo. And when he dropped, we were on actual radio call sign waves, which means you can't say the F word. And so the fact that he said the F word only stuck the knife in deeper, because I knew I had messed up. You know, it's one of those things where you're just like, oh God, oh dear God, that is not what happened. But yes, it was what happened. And quite frankly, I can only say that lesson learned. I mean, it was one of those things where I was pretty embarrassed by it altogether, and you know, even a little like I'd say upset with myself would be an understatement. But at the same time, you know, these are the things that, like, could this have happened to a regular person? Well, you bet your sweet ass it could have happened to a regular person, but it didn't. It happened to me, the doc, so I was upset about it. All right, don't judge me. Don't judge me. No, you know what? Go ahead, judge me. I could care less anyway. You'll find that out about me real quick. I don't care what you think of me. Just so you know, I want you to be very clear. This is what makes me great for radio, showbiz, and entertainment. I don't care what you think of me. I just don't care. You know, it's one of those things where if I cared, I'd have to care. But I don't. I don't care what you think. I think that I think that if you like my show, cool. If you don't like my show, cool. Call and tell me why. 719-591-KUSH. Tell me why I'm the worst DJ in the history of weed, or as they call us, joint jocks. Tell me why I'm the worst joint jock in the world. You know, have a voice, use it. You're going to find out that you and I are going to agree on something wholeheartedly. That's the First Amendment. Bottom line, I got the right to say what I want to say, and I just happen to be smart enough to get myself in a position, and not only smart enough, but lucky enough to get myself in a position where I have an open forum to tell you what the hell I think. And you can too. But right here on our show, we'll give you an open forum. If you don't like weed and you think we're the biggest, dumbest, atrocious things to the mankind in the world, then you call in and you tell us. 591-KUSH. That's 719-591-KUSH. Tell us what you got to say. Now, I will be kicking your butts off the radio airwaves right at the turn of the first hour here in about a half hour. And that's just going to be to leave the line open for, you know, of course, the gas man, Kevin the gas man is going to call us, and we're going to talk to him about his show. So we kind of got like a little trio going on here today. You see, we've got the gas man coming in the second hour. We've got Miranda from, Hash It Out coming in the second hour. So you got the people before me, the people after me. I feel like Big Brother today. I feel like Big Bro today. I got my big brother that goes before me, my little sister that comes after me, and we all go get together and have a family dinner, damn it. And we got the Cannabis Kid in here too. What the hell? I mean, we're doing it. Say what's up, Cannabis Kid.
What's up?
Yeah, and see, and then I silenced his mic because he has a habit of sitting his drink down too heavy. So I was like, you know what, we're just going to shut you off unless we want to hear from you. Don't you wish you could control your kids like that? Be like, hey, you can talk now. Go ahead and talk.
Hello.
And then you're like, okay, now you're done. Shut off your mic. If you could control your kids and just shut off their mic, wouldn't that be nice? Just like, because they're like, I don't want to clean my room. Y'all hear anything? No, we don't. Why? Because we killed his mic. It's like, oh, we're going to Disneyland. You mic on. Woohoo! We're going to Disneyland. Oh yeah, Papa, let's go. So you gotta love it. But so we definitely got the Cannabis Kid in here today. That's of course my son, my 9-year-old son, who is kind of lending a little insight into the life of a pothead. I mean, is your life any different than a normal kid?
No.
Well, how does my life affect your life when it comes to weed? Or does it at all?
It doesn't.
It doesn't? So, do you get disciplined when I don't smoke weed? Do you get in trouble? If you get in trouble, do you get something said to you if I don't smoke weed? Okay. Yes. Do you get something said to you? It sounds like I'm leading him on here, but I don't know. He's just thinking out loud. He's talking when he thinks. I do the same thing, so I can't really judge him for it. But anyway, so do you get yelled at, if I'm smoking weed and you do something wrong?
Yeah.
So no difference. Okay. So if you got bad grades and I'm smoking weed, do you get off the hook or do you get grounded? Okay, so if I'm sober, do you get off the hook or are you grounded?
I don't know.
No, your grades. If you got bad grades and I'm sober, I don't have no weed on me, do you get grounded or do you get off the hook?
Grounded.
So no difference, really. No difference, and you just get treated the same way regardless. Do you like it? Do you prefer that? Do you like the fact that you're treated like you're not treated any different?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Does your mom treat you any different? Now, your mom doesn't smoke weed, does she?
No.
Does she smoke cigarettes?
No.
Does she drink liquor?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, man, girl, if his mom's listening, I'm going to get in trouble. She goes like, you got him on there sounding like I'm an alcoholic. No, her name isn't Al. And her last name isn't Kaholic. She drinks recreationally, I guess. She's just like a recreational pot smoker. She drinks recreationally. On those weekend nights, I've seen her. Hey, I'm gonna throw her under the bus right now. I will. I'll shoot. I'll throw her. I didn't see her miss work because of having too much to drink. Let me just say that I've never smoked so much weed that I had to miss work. For all you alcoholics out there thinking it's okay or it's better than what I do, before you go and judge somebody, I just want to remind you that I've never missed work for smoking too much pot. I've never missed work for getting too high. I've never missed work for smoking all weekend long. I've drank one night and missed work the next day. And I'm not the only one. Has your mom missed work from drinking?
Yeah.
And he knows this. I love this guy. This is my twin, by the way. Now, you can tell that he's half white, although he has little beautiful eyes. He gets his eyes. I look at him and I'm like, I'm in love with this kid. He's so handsome. But he's my twin in the sense that everywhere I go and everything I do, he's always with me, my mini-me. I mean, look, he's at work with me on Friday because they're out of school. I figured, what the heck, let's bring him in and, have some fun with him on the show and use him as part of the subject. Was that a plane going over us? Did you hear that hum? It was like.
Yep.
It's like that's how you know people that smoke weed are in the room though, because we're just like we stop and we're like a 5-year-old who's looking at a balloon floating by. We're like, oh, whoa, that just happened, bro. Whoa. So, am I a mean guy, Pop?
No.
Am I fun?
Yeah.
Do I goof around too much?
Not really.
But do you have fun with me though?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you have fun?
Well, you go outside with me most of the time, and you always spend time with me. Not that much though. Sometimes, if I'm in school, after school, I sometimes see you.
Yeah. I like his circle answers. You hang out with me, you kick it sometimes, and then sometimes you don't. Okay, so real quick, we're gonna take a step away from the cannabis kid real quick. We're gonna talk about this marijuana, the exit drug. Me personally, I can speak on this and tell you that from my personal experience, yes, I absolutely couldn't agree more. I think that it is by all means a exit drug. I have used it to stop using other things myself, and it's helped. It helped takes, in all honesty, I think the biggest thing is it helps take that edge away. Believe it or not, there is an edge that is just, whew, when you stop messing, if you've ever messed with anything worse than, you know, marijuana, if you've ever messed with the hard stuff, we're talking about the, you know, the Colombian level, you know, or worse and beyond. And, you know, I mean, when I say hard stuff, I mean the hard stuff. If you've ever messed with it, and unfortunately I've had my battles with it through like 8 years of sobriety out the window one time, type of problems, all the way to can't stand it. It's just, it's one of those things where, yeah, you know, I mean, it's people who have never faced or struggled with addiction or anything like that, they couldn't possibly understand or speak on it. Maybe you can understand, but you can't speak on it. But as being someone who's been down that road and that avenue, and, you know, I talk openly in front of my kids about it because I'm not ashamed of who I am. I am ashamed of the decisions I've made or the choices I've made that have led to those situations, but ashamed of who I am, never, not at all. And so with that said, you know, I believe it to be an exit drug. All your life you've been lied to. I'm going to say that right now, because first off, weed never made me try anything else. It didn't give me access to anything else. It was already there. And probably the lying to me about weed probably is the only reason I ever tried anything harder, because they said weed is the devil. It's the devil's harvest. I mean, we've seen the propaganda from like the 1920s and 1930s. I mean, guys, it's what they called it, the devil's harvest. And I go, look, weed might be bad for certain reasons. I'll give you that. Whatever these small, but it is in no way in comparison to heroin or cocaine. And I mean, not that I want to put a head-to-head battle with these, because it's not one you want to win anyway. But when you look at these harder drugs, and you go, well, they're telling me that weed is as bad as this cocaine stuff, and I smoked some weed that wasn't that bad, so I'm going to try this cocaine stuff because, you know, the weed wasn't that bad. No, your lies have led to the levels of usage and other stuff. I guarantee you, because that's how it was for me. I was smart enough to go, hey, weed isn't that bad. But they're saying that this, and this, and this, and this is just as bad or not as bad as weed. They're saying that methamphetamine is not as bad as weed. So since they lied to me about weed, they must be lying about methamphetamine even being bad too. And then you try it and you're like, holy, this is horrible stuff. Or you try cocaine and you're like, holy crap, this is horrible stuff. I mean, let me give you the facts. You directly told me weed was so horrible that it was as bad as cocaine. And then I said, well, hell, you lied about weed, so you must be lying about cocaine. Well, maybe you weren't lying about cocaine, but maybe your own personal opinions, or in this case, the war on drugs, the Reagan's war on drugs, threw weed in and lumped it right in with some of the worst stuff in the world, guys. Pull it out of your head. Weed, the exit drug. Think about it. Check it out on our Facebook page, K-High, the Doc, High Noon. Better? Yep, we're on a break.
Right.
Doesn't mean you run out. That doesn't mean you run off and go and do stuff. Stay right here. Hey, no problem. That's all the that's all the cannabis kid. You're not taking a bathroom break every 15 minutes when we go to break. Go, hurry up. See, this is why I don't want you to have a bunch of water. You my bonehead.
That's all that coffee.
No, it's not. He's not on hopped up. That's me. He's hopped up on Mio. Oh, by the way, I totally like your functioning. I like it. Like I was watching the CBS thing last night. I was like, I gotta use that word more often. Functioning pothead, because I mean, there's functioning alcoholics, there's functioning meth heads, there's functioning crackheads. I mean, realistically, there's people that can do their normal life and still have their demons, and that's worse than weed.
Yeah, I'm going to put you a start date if they're done. Just give us a little bit of time.
Freaking nose rings. Yeah, close the door. Get in here and close the door.
Can I get some please?
No. You can wait till after the. Oh, what's up?
Oh no, I was just making sure you had one.
Oh, what is this? Fight epilepsy?
Yeah,
I saw it, but I was like, I hadn't.
It's just a charity event for Team Pluto.
This is tomorrow?
Yeah.
You want me to come by?
On in cannabis auction. No, I'm not putting it on. It's just, we're sponsoring it.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. You guys want me to stop by tomorrow?
No, just talk about it.
Okay. Oh, absolutely. We'll bring it up into this next segment, and then we'll talk about a bunch. We'll get like a gas man on and shit. Yeah. All right. But hey, if you want to stop by, man, I got everybody else coming by.
Crap. I swear I had something for this. K-High, the weed talk station.
Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get it, Pop. Get it. Fresher than fresh. Poppy, south to the west, rocking in charge of jersey. No Michael's Ness. He told him take the Raiders jersey off. Yeah. Oh, freestyling. No. What? Am I goofy or what? A little goofy? You can talk. Your mic's live.
Oh.
So we just had I was just talking to Bubba Cushman, and I was telling him, I was like, I'm still in your terminology of functioning addict or functioning pothead, functioning addict, functioning alcoholic, because there's all these words like, people who can seem to do their drugs and do their job are functioning blank. If you're an alcoholic, you can't live without liquor, but you can go to work every day. And I know one who almost killed himself nonetheless. And thank God he's still with us. I'm blessed to get to see this man every day and watch him as he recovers. Believe me, but I know a real, true 100% functional alcoholic, a man who drank before work, during work, and after work, and just on the slide, and who is now, completely alcohol free for nearly a year. Very proud of him for that. Unfortunately, we always say, I take the good with the bad. Sadly, it took him almost losing his life, but gladly he's still with us now. So functioning pothead is the word that I've stolen from Bubba Cushman, maliciously, you could say. I'm not ashamed of maliciously stealing your words, I told him. But, and we got the Cannabis Kid. Say what's up.
What's up?
Cannabis Kid in the house. He's, that's his new nickname, Cannabis Kid. He's been dubbed that, of course, by our boys out in Chicago. You gotta love it. So we talked a little bit about marijuana being an exit drug and not so much a gateway drug like we've been lied to. Like I said, I was told marijuana was horrible. And then when I did it, it was not a big deal. So then I thought, well, maybe speed and cocaine are not as horrible. Turns out, no, that's not true. So thanks for lying to me and getting me, I would say, yeah, I'm responsible for my own actions. But hell, having poor information sure as hell didn't help me make a great decision. So that's something to really keep in mind. Now, also, by the way, I just want to give everybody a heads up here. Tomorrow, Saturday, May 30th at 4 p.m., we're going to be at Studio A64. That's 332 East Colorado Avenue. That's 332 East Colorado Avenue. And that's basically, that's 3rd and Colorado. If for those of you folks that don't have any freaking clue where you're going around here, that's 3rd Street in Colorado. So it's a bong and cannabis auction. All the proceeds are going to go directly to Team Pluto. What is Team Pluto? It is a charity for what looks like for pets, man, and I like that. So that's cool. So we are definitely sponsoring Emerald Fields charity drive. So it's to help fight epilepsy, by the way. And if you know anything about epilepsy, one thing that we have learned very quickly is that weed helps with epilepsy. I watched a guy who couldn't talk, who couldn't complete a damn sentence, take one hit of weed and sound like a freaking law professor at Yale afterwards. He's like, smokes weed. He's like, yes, quite frankly, I find my disease to be hard to deal with. And you're just like, oh my God, what happened? And that's where you get a 9-year-old that says, hey, if it helps people, why not? Even a 9-year-old can figure that out, which blows my mind and brings me to my point where I go, politicians have less intelligence than a 9-year-old. Proven today. How can I prove that? Because when you start asking for more research, you want more proof that it works. And I got a 9-year-old that'll tell you, well, if it helps them, why not? Why are you still trying to block us? And when I say you, that's a euphemism for every idiot out there that still says pot's bad and it's all you hippies smoking it. No, it's not. It's your politicians smoking it. It's 9-year-olds who know that if it helps one of their fellow 9-year-olds with cancer, then by God, it's okay. And has said himself, what'd you say? I'd use it if I had to help fight my cancer.
Yep.
And he doesn't even find it okay. He does not find it okay that everybody smokes weed every day. He's kind of on the fence. You know, he's not with Dre talking about smoke weed every day. He's not Nate dogging it with us. I promise you. He won't. He'll tell you no. But you throw in a segue like cancer, or in my case, like ADD. Does it help me focus or no? Does it help? Does it help me help when I smoke? Do I get stuff done for you or no? Wait, no. I said when I smoke, do I get stuff done?
No.
What? Are you serious? When I'm sober, I don't get anything done because I can't focus. I think he's got it backwards. Listen, when I don't smoke anything, okay, no weed, does stuff get done?
I don't know.
Okay, well maybe this is not maybe we're not in the right line of questions for you. When we go to practice and I take you to practice, do I smoke weed before practice?
No.
Okay.
I don't see you do it.
Yeah, thank you. Boom. And that right there in itself makes a better point than what I was trying to make anyway. I don't see you doing it, at least. That's exactly my point is, yes, I do smoke weed before practice because let me see you deal with 22, 5 to 7-year-old kids who won't listen to you anyway. Let me see you deal with them and not and have ADD like I do and have the attention span of a squirrel. Yeah, it's not going to happen. But what you hear my kid saying is, the cannabis kid that is, saying, well, I don't see you do it. Exactly. That's my point. You don't see me do it because you're not supposed to see me do it because that's what's inappropriate. And the fact that you don't see me do it makes me even more happier because you can't answer the question without guessing or looking at me for an answer. And that's perfect because that in itself means I'm doing my job as a parent. See, there's a responsibility level here too. Does my 9-year-old know a lot more about pot than he probably should? Maybe a little bit. Has he been exposed since probably he was 5 years old or 4 years old to the grower's world? You bet your sweet ass he has, because that's the kind of lifestyle that I chose to be part of. And you can't hide everything from him. No, don't get me wrong. That's impossible. And if you told me you did, I'd call you a liar, because unless your grow location is off your property, because even if it's on your property in another building, a detached garage or something, you can't tell me these nosy little shits aren't going to figure out a way to figure out what you're doing, because you're wrong. They're smarter than you everything. They get the candle for smartest person in the room 90% of the time, whether you realize it or not. You can have a doctor, a lawyer, a judge in a room with a 9-year-old, and 90% of the time that 9-year-old is going to be the smartest person in the room because they're not an idiot. They get it. I take his opinion over yours a lot of the days, I promise you. If I got a question about what I should do in life, I'd rather ask my 9-year-old than ask a grown adult. Why? Because they're not going to give you no BS. They're going to give you the real deal. So let's talk about this show right here. You know who Lil Wayne is, right? Lil Wayne?
Yep.
The rapper Lil Wayne. I know you know who he is because you sing his songs. How the hell you sing his songs and not know who you're talking about? That's another thing. Let's get these kids up on music. Don't sing my lyrics if you don't know who I am. I'm dead serious. Don't say the words that crest my mouth if you have no clue who I am as an artist, because it's not some fantasy world. I'm not, living $1 million homes talking about I'm in the hood selling drugs. No, I really was in the hood selling drugs. I really would have shot you if you ran up on me kind of situation. I really was that guy. I'm not anymore, thankfully. I've regressed from that idiot that I know as that guy to who I am now. But there was a point where I really would shoot you. I promise you, it would not be a question in my mind. My kids know. My kids have seen me pack and heat They knew what was they knew what was what. And you know, until they pull that, until they pry it from my cold dead hand or give me some type of legislation that prevents me from having, I'm still gonna keep a piece on me because I never know when you got yours. And you scare me. I ain't worried about me having a piece because mine ain't coming out unless somebody else's comes out. But you scare me enough that I'll keep a piece. That's a whole nother conversation though. But my point being is this. Little kids will sing along the songs and have no clue who they're singing along with. They don't even know that they're backing an idiot. Speaking of idiots, let's hit the TMZ panel real quick and see what TMZ has to say. So Lil Wayne, who my son has no clue who is, but look, hold on, look, I'm going to pull up this picture, Papa, just so you can see who I'm talking about, and then you're going to know who I'm talking about. This is Lil Wayne. Hold on, see, and watch his reaction once he sees who I'm talking about, because then he'll know. He'll know when he sees the picture. This one. You don't recognize him?
Nope.
But you know this one. It may not mean nothing to y'all. But I was born. See, but you sing 2 lines from a Drake song that has Lil Wayne on it, and all of a sudden he knows who Lil Wayne is. Yeah, it's amazing to me. Like I said, don't sing my lyrics unless you at least have looked me up. You know, if you're gonna sing, because like I got a remix to that Forever coming out, and it goes something like the original song, but then it's like, but I was born to ball, I came too far, and I ain't going home like the rest of y'all. Drake Hill diverse, son. That's it. So it's a little bit different than theirs. But my point being is that like my kid knows. He knows I'm a hip hop artist. He knows that I go do shows all the time, all that good stuff. He knows about me. And so I can appreciate, and he also knows my lyrics damn near most of them better than I do. He'll sing right along with all the songs that we've come up with over the years, over a decade of his life. I've been doing music since this boy was a year old. And before that, well, before he was ever even born, I've been doing music since before his oldest brother, who's a high schooler, was born. And I ain't gonna never stop doing music. Music is my life. It's just sometimes it takes a backseat to what I'm doing. It's why we pushed the album release back from this what was supposed to drop today, and we've moved it all the way back to August because I need a little bit more time to complete it the way I want it to complete. When you're an artist, you have a vision of how you want something to be. I have that vision in my mind. I have no doubt in my mind what I want that to be. And so I pushed my album release back. It's a mixtape release that we're doing. Where I've done a lot of remixes to people's stuff. I pretty much went in there and said, look, y'all's was all right. I'm about to murder your beat. And when I say that, check me out. I promise you, you will have a different respect and a different opinion for me when you check me out as an artist. You go to somewhere like ReverbNation.com and check out the music that I've released so far, and your mind will be blown. And I say that not because of that's my words, but these are the words of my fans. These are the words of my collective of wonderful souls that actually back me. And these are their words saying, hey, no, this dude's dope. Like, you might want to check him out. Me personally, I don't see what the big deal is, but I do know that, yeah, you know, I do got a way with words, and I know how to manipulate words in a way. So here's a story. And we're going to talk about this when our guests get in here and as we come back from our break. Lil Wayne's tour bus was allegedly shot up by a guy who was very close to having ties with Wayne's rival, Young Thug. TMZ's learned that Atlanta PD got an arrest warrant for suspect Jimmy Carlton Winfrey. You do not sound tough when we say your last name, bro. I'm just saying, I don't care if you kill me or not. That's not a tough name. Winfrey on May 21st. He has been charged with aggravated assault, terroristic threats, and much more. We'll go over that when we come back from the break and find out what Young Thug and Lil Wayne are getting into. I'm K-High. Of course, K-High's host, The Doc, High Noon, and we got the Cannabis Kid.
Remember the teeny bumps that make them blue. He used to freak out and say the pot
Well, see, she has family that lives here in town. She actually graduated from the same high school as I did. So, I mean, we have a whole lot in common with parents that are over off of Sapphire. Do you know that is? Just off of the Austin Gloves, as you head up the hill. Really, Sapphire, I live right in the area. Yeah, it's those older homes that have been there forever. She comes down. Golden, dude. Perfect relationship. And she's the director of Really smart. Good. But I was supposed to do something else for another day.
I hit the gas man up and tell him to call in. That's fine. You'll be all right. Man up.
Right. Well, you know, it's kind of crazy around here. I should probably stick around. Yeah. I just didn't know. I didn't have anything. I didn't bring any box. Got one back there. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Maybe that's all.
You guys need to come with me, Braves.
Money.
Yeah, that's not money too. I need to start getting some paper. What? Oh, I think I was like, huh? I didn't hear you. I don't know. They may not come.
Biochemist who is also a naturopathic practitioner with over 40 years of experience in helping people of all ages using a variety of natural medicines. Compare Eagles Nest product to anyone and you'll see that there is no comparison. One try will convince you that you don't have to settle for
I haven't seen Miranda.
anymore. Eagles Nest has true medical grade products, widest selection of ingredients, and professional medical expertise that make all the difference in your healing. If you want cheap synthetic with pesticides, then Eagles Nest is not for you. But if you want quality, expertise, and service, then head 10 minutes west of downtown Springs, about 1 mile past the Pikes Peak exit, and look south while on Highway 24. Like them on Facebook or give them a call at 719-687-2978. No better quality. It's best at the Nest.
Set it and forget it. Then remember around 2 a.m. Then think about unsetting it. Then decide to go back to sleep instead. K-High, the weed talk.
All right, and we are back. Second hour here. We got the Cannabis Kid. Say what's up.
What's up?
All right, and then we got, of course, the gas man should be calling in here any minute. About 5 to 7 minutes from now, he said. So what we're going to do is I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to run with our little pizza prank. And just so you know, we're going to close the show with another prank. We are going to be, so here's the character I've derived, folks. I am going to call a restaurant. I'm not going to say who or how this restaurant was provided to me, but I was provided information. Apparently, there's enough of a vendetta against this place that somebody has provided me with a phone number for the blank and blank, we're going to call it. And it is located in blank. I'm not giving you guys this stuff so you can call and snitch on me. They can't know it's me. So I will be the character known as, my name is Matthew David Jacobson, and I'm from the First United Collective of Methodist Baptist Church of Southern Alabama. And we are going to have us a picture today. So we are going to Bible thump and Bible belt our way through the Bible Belt and try to see if we can get somebody to set up a table at their restaurant, to which I'm going to give them an email address that they can send the picture to. Yeah, I'm gonna make them actually put together a table set up to take a picture like the Last Supper. And I'm going to tell them that there's like 100 guests, so that we want to get in the picture. So the table's got to be long enough to have like 50 people down one side. Yes, we're going to do this, and we're going to make them take a picture. So we'll be doing that right after the first break, of course. So probably right after we talk to the gas man. Not sure where Miranda is, but if you're listening, Miranda, where are you? I hate when people stand me up, especially when I'm promoting their show for them. That's right. You know, the hash show starts with Miranda. Pop's excited. Hey, look, man, the cannabis kid is excited to meet you, Miranda. She's actually really pretty. So, you know, more holla holla boy to you, opera. My heart may have been stolen and is currently represented in another state, and we'll just leave it at that. Let's see here. Let me see here. So, let's go and let's go to this. So you're gonna hear a prank that we tried yesterday. It didn't go so well. I failed. But today, I think as Matthew David Jacobson, we have an opportunity to get the collective of Methodist United Southern Baptists in a picture. So here we go. The boys back are gonna roll it for you. So check out. Here was us trying to get Fat Boys Pizza to deliver us pizza for free yesterday.
Fat Boys Pizza, this is Philip Pick for delivery.
Hold on, the last chick said she was the only person there, and it was a girl's voice. What the heck?
I just walked in.
Oh, yeah, sure you did. Okay, well, here's the deal. Do you know who I am?
No.
I am the Doc from High Noon on K-High. It is a weed radio station at letstalkpod.com. How you doing?
Doing all right.
We called to see if you guys would bring us to our studio over at, it's 80915, I believe. It's right off of Wooten and Platt. I believe it's you guys.
80915, okay.
Giggity.
And can I get a telephone number?
Oh, they're really going to do this. Okay, let me give you my cell phone, 719-201-36. But if you want the studio's number, it's 719-591 Kush.
5874?
Yeah.
And can I get your first name?
I'm the Doc.
The Doc.
Yeah, you guys got to bring us pizza. Do you guys know that you actually sponsor my sports broadcast for something else? I'll have to tell you guys that offline. But we're live on the radio, by the way. We've actually cut from my show, but we're still recording because we're going to air this tomorrow. Because I told people I will get Fat Boys to bring me pizza because they love the Doc.
Okay, and what's the address there?
It's 5050 Edison Avenue.
Can you spell that for me?
Edison, I think. It's like Thomas. But 5050 Edison Avenue, Suite 218, which is on the second floor.
Okay.
And I'm in Studio 2.
218?
Yep, and that's Studio 2. Because Studio 1 is actually, it's our sister station, 98.5, Tailgate.
218.
Studio. Don't think it's Studio 1. Bubba Cushman ain't getting my pizza. I had to prank call you. I had to go through this. So I can do the Batman voice too. Oh, by the way, greatest Fat Boys Pizza commercial I ever did. I was reading the commercial live. And so I don't know if you know who DJ Root Boy Lucci is, but he's a DJ out here in Colorado Springs. He was my DJ at a football game. And so we cut to commercial, and I'm reading the Fat Boys Pizza commercial live. I'm like, all right, folks, stop by Fat Boys Pizza the next time you're hungry. That's it. I got the cheesy pizza guy voice, right? Or cheesy radio guy voice for the pizza commercial. DJ Rude Boy starts playing, I'm a stoner, I'm a stoner, I'm a stoner, which was followed by me flipping him off while still reading the commercial to continue to finish this commercial read, because that's how mad I was. I was like, I can't, man, we live on ABC's. We were with the KRDO at the time, so we're like live with ABC KRDO. Thankfully, nobody back at the studio caught on, but it was hilarious.
Right here. What can I get for you today?
Whatever you guys want to give us.
Seriously?
Seriously, whatever kind of pizza you guys want to give us, we are accepting your donation.
Donations?
Yeah.
We don't give donations.
You guys got to give me the pizza. I'll tell you why. Because I said I could do it. I will beg your boss. We are live on the radio, by the way.
I'm live on the radio?
Yes, you are live. You can cuss, though. It's internet radio. So you can be like, the hell with you, Doc. You're a jerk.
I'll be honest with you. We can't do donations like that.
I know that if I told you I had a free pizza in the waiting, you'd give it to me because I do. I have one. You have to check your records under my cell phone number, though. See, there's always a way around it. There's always a way around it. We want a free pizza. You're on the weed radio station, man, with the doc. Say hi to America, and in this case, the world, too, because we're listened to in several different countries.
Okay, well, hi, but I would get fired if I gave a free pizza.
Look, I'm going to call you back from my cell phone, and you're not going to give me a free one. You're going to give me one that's actually for me. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I'm not giving my cell phone number out over the air. Okay. All right, I'm going to call you back from my cell phone, and then we'll talk about it the rest of the way, all right? All right. So, burned on the pizza. That's okay, though. Watch this, because see, what he doesn't know is that from my other connection, they actually owe me pizza anyway.
Well,
all right. Well, I'm the doc. I'm out.
I feel like I have to answer myself on this one because, Pop, what do you think? Was that an all right prank? It was weak, huh? That was weak. Talk. You got to talk. People can't hear you shake your head.
Weak.
Weak? All right. So the 9-year-old says that was weak. So I think, coming in with a stronger representation as Michael David Jacobs of the Southern United Methodist Church is going to be a much more successful. I'm going to get them to text me a picture of, I'm going to tell them we're visiting from Colorado. That's not going to blow the cat out the bag. That's just going to let them know that they got punked, like straight Ashton Kutcher style on the mic, calling it Friday Getting Punked. Actually, no, I don't know. We might get sued for, because I don't know if they got that trademark somehow or another, but we're going to call it Friday Shenanigans. What do you think? Shenanigans too big of a word? Yeah. I don't even think I can spell shenanigans, to be honest with you. So Fridays weed pranks. Weed pranks. WP, shout out to the weed pimps. WP, weed pranks. Friday weed pranks. FWP. FWP. Hashtag it. Salute it. It's going down, I'm telling you, probably in the second segment so that we can have time to bear the results. Now, by the way, they could not find the record of the damn pizza they owed me. I just want to point that out, that I did not get a pizza at all yesterday. They couldn't find the records. So we're going to do a little fan shout out here. What fan can call what kind of pizza do you want today? Who do you want pizza from? Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Domino's?
We're pranking them, right?
No. We're not pranking anybody. We're going to get our listeners to deliver pizza for the Cannabis Kid. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is all about you, kid. So, Pizza Hut. Okay, so he points at me. He says, Pizza Hut, big guy. I want Pizza Hut. So, guys, the Cannabis Kid is here in the studio. I have to buy the Cannabis Kid food all the time. Like, I literally have to supply him with food. So, Dana writes in, this is how you spell shenanigans, you idiot. So anyway, I'm going to give a shout out right now. I'm going to give you guys the number to the local Pizza Hut. Let's look it up right now. Pizza Hut 80915. I'm going to give you the phone number to the Pizza Hut right here down the street. And we're going to see which one of our listeners, by the way, please call in. But we're going to see which one of our listeners actually will order us pizza. Well, not us, him. You just get him, what do you want, like pepperoni, meat lovers? Pepperoni. Okay, so let's get this kid a large pepperoni pizza delivered up here to the studio. Real simple. It's going to be easy as all heck. You call the Pizza Hut for the 80915 area code, 80915 Palmer Park Boulevard, Colorado. Here we go. So 719-596-6200 is the actual Pizza Hut place, and we're going to put on Facebook to have them delivered to 5050 Edison Avenue, Suite 218. The rest of it will find its way back here to us, believe me. All right, let's see here. Let's get on K-High. Let's get on K-High's the docs page. Actually, no, let's not do it. Let's not do it on the docs page. I may be a little bit more popular than the docs, so let's see if the gas. Getting a massage, call me. Okay, so we're gonna call the gas man. I don't get it. Why we gotta call you? You're getting a massage. Before you go. I'm not gonna say the rest. Blank, blank, blank. All right, we're calling the gas man. Can you hear the ring? Stop banging the stuff down.
We're sorry. You
Oh, long distance rules. We don't make nothing unless we get sponsorships here. So we'll just run up the long distance bill instead. Well, that was weird, right?
Yo, it's Kevin.
Hey, Gas Man, what's up? It's the Doc. How you doing?
What's happening, man?
Oh, not much. Hold on, let's see. The boys in Chicago, I think, are picking you up. All right, go ahead and talk.
Okay, yeah, I'm here.
Oh yeah, we got you good. I see the bars on everything just going up and down, and we're good. All right. So anyway, so this is the Gas Man. We got the Cannabis Kid in the studio today, which is essentially my 9-year-old.
Yep.
And he's kind of life in the mind of a pothead, really. So.
Wait, you have a 9-year-old in there, or you got the mind of a 9-year-old?
Oh well, both actually. Yeah, he's 9 years old. Actually, probably got about the mind of a 15-year-old. But he's 9 years old. He is, he's my son, so he's definitely the son of a pothead. And he's lending insight into sort of the difference. And I think that people are finding out real quick there isn't really much of a difference between the pothead parent and the not so pothead parent.
Well, you think about the not pothead parents are prescription pill parents.
Oh, there you go. That's not any better. I let him throw his mom under the bus. He's like, she's missed work for drinking. You've never missed work for weed. Just saying.
True.
True. So I say hi to Kevin. He's down in Phoenix where Grandma's at.
Hi, Kevin.
Hey, what's happening, old man?
He's got a brother named Kevin, so he thought when I said I was calling you, he thought I was calling his brother.
Oh, right on, man. Nice. That's cool. So what are you guys chatting about?
We're actually we're going to pull a prank here. We are going to pretend to be Michael David Jacobs of the First United Methodist Church. And we're going to see if we can get a restaurant down in, we're going to give away the state, but not the city or the restaurant. Down in Florida, we're going to see if we can get a restaurant to put a table together for us to take a picture like the Last Supper.
So and, put one together, take a picture for you guys?
No, well, I'm going to have them take a picture of the setup and text it to me, and then we're going to post it. We'll post it to the show if we're still on air. If we're not on air, we'll still post it and we'll talk about it on Monday. But it's going to be, I think we're going to pull this one off because I failed yesterday trying to get Fat Boys Pizza to deliver pizza.
Well, what's up with Florida though?
But I don't think he'll be on air. But Florida is I asked a couple friends of mine out there. I reached out to them, family and friends, and I said, give me a restaurant that you just don't care for and give me the reason why. And then they give me the reason why, and I was like, okay, that's somebody who I feel like it's okay to mess with then. Because I don't want to handle your malicious activities for and you're the bad guy. So this actually is a location that someone that I know used to work at. And we're just gonna see if we can get them to put a big old long, bunch of tables together lengthwise, and then take a picture so that we can make sure the setup is correct. and I don't know, just basically it's Friday, man. We call it. He said it's FWP Friday. What do we call it again? Friday something prank, weekend prank, or
no weed prank.
Oh, Friday's weed prank.
Friday's weed prank.
I just want you guys to know that I have to turn to a 9-year-old to remind me of what I said.
Yeah, that's why. You got to keep someone sober in this family.
Somebody's got to. The funny thing is, he doesn't even approve of weed. He's like, I don't think that's. He's actually not really a approving party now. Again, he's 9, so what? It's kind of what would he really approve of anyway? But he absolutely gets, like, for instance, Mike Kennard, the president of the station. He gets like his son having leukemia and why even Mike Kennard's flip or change in his opinion. A lot of people don't know this, but he was actually very much against marijuana.
Right.
And then
tell the story.
Yeah, and then the son, his son was diagnosed, and he saw literally results within hours of his son starting cannabis treatment. He saw the results right in front of his face and realized, hold on, there's something here.
Right. We're on the air right now, right?
Yeah, absolutely, we're live.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the story on the CBS News, man. It's amazing, and it's kind of sad that I have to take something personal like that to change someone's mind. We're up against a big battle here in Arizona. I'm not quite sure how much you know about the battle here.
Unfortunately, I know a lot.
We have the Attorney General of Yavapai County, which is a little bit north of Phoenix, and she's hell bent for leather to get out the anti-pot slogan and what have you. It's really sad to think that these people who are in high power, who are making decisions, still think like it's 1936.
It blows my mind. I have to agree with you. I mean, and being from Arizona, it's kind of a knife in the gut myself because that's my hometown, and I want to see us be, forward thinking. I want to see us, be that better place, and be in that better place. What fan? Hold on, let me type this little Facebook post here. What fan will order the Cannabis Kid? Watch this. We're gonna get the Cannabis Kid free pizza. I have a hard time letting stuff go. Let's see here.
You're just playing. Is Bubba Kush with you or no? He's not there anymore.
No. He's doing the whole wake and bake show. Basically, he and I switched spots. I was doing, of course, wake and bake before, and he was doing the high noon, and so now I'm doing high noon and he's doing wake and bake. It's I believe something to do with a kid daycare scheduling thing where he fit better in the day and I fit better in the afternoon. I was just happy I didn't have to get up early. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, man, you're gonna be in here at like 6 o'clock in the morning. The show airs at 7 our time. I'm like, man, now I'm on the high noon. I don't got to be here till I usually get here about 10:30 in the morning, but I don't really got to be here till 11. And so I'm like, yeah, I dig it. I don't have to get up early.
Yeah, I love waking up early too, but it's tough to hear for me at least, I work a full-time job, so I basically have, now that I have this new radio show, it's kind of 2 full-time jobs, so it's tough for me to catch on what's going on at the station, especially since I'm a state away, so.
Yeah, I'm getting to that point where I gotta pull in the sponsorships, or else you're gonna see the doc with a day job again, real quick here. It just got to be that way. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. It's a tough bit to make it work. You know what I mean? And not I guess the word I'd say is make it work and not have to work.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we have a good base right here. We have a good starting point for spreading the word about cannabis, and hopefully we can spread it around and get more people involved, which means more people will want to support and sponsor it.
All right, and then we call up pizza places, and they're like, dude, we will give you all of our pizza and the rest. We're gonna get a pizza ordered here. Watch, I'm even putting the address. I'm like 5050 Edison, Suite 218. Don't worry about what studio. We'll get it into the cannabis. Just tell them it's for the Cannabis Kid. And I'm just posting this on Facebook, and I'm like, here's the Pizza Hut's number that you have to call for us. When it says, what fan will order the Cannabis Kid a large pepperoni pizza? Send it to 5050 Edison. 596-6200 is that Pizza Hut's number. I'm posting that to my own personal page. We are going to go to break. We got the gas man here, guys. Check out Kevin before my show every day, and then of course after our show we're going to have the hash it out. Kevin airs today after our show again. So the gas man coming out of Phoenix. Thanks for checking in with us, gas man.
Dude, thank you for having me on, man. We'll love it. Keep it going, man.
No problem. You take it easy, bro. Thank you for being part of the movement.
Rock on, man. Late.
No, it's a break. What? Why do you keep saying my name?
Because you usually say what when they say your name. If I ever see Kevin, even though he's not good, will I ever get to see him?
Hold on, I'm trying to share it so that people can see it.
Okay.
And the best magnets, stickers,
All right,
patches,
we're getting ready
and
to come back.
posters of any store on the Front Range. Independent Records, proudly independent since 1978, with 6 locations in Colorado Springs
get it.
and Pueblo, or online. at
Second segment, we're going to call it. We're
independent.com.
going to do our prank now, and we're going to see who's going to order your pizza.
40 KVOR. This is K High, where we don't have mean talk hosts talking about Obama. We talk about how many days in a row you can stay totally
Stop sitting stuff down so hard. Uh-oh. Oh, love it. Mike. Dun, 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 dun. If you are watching the video behind the scenes right now, you are looking me do the Thriller. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. It's night time. I remember the words, but he had that real deep, creepy voice. Remember the Thriller music video pop? Michael Jackson with the zombies that do the dance. The dance I taught you. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I'm really getting it in here. Well, I don't know. Whew. Man, I'm getting old though. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right, so we just got through talking to the Gas Man. And again, the Gas Man, Kevin, he's out in Phoenix. Who's in Phoenix that you love? Nana. Oh, him loves him, Nana.
Nana and Papa.
Nana and Papa. They got the big
And
old house.
JJ.
Well, and his cousin JJ. You gotta love JJ. My nephew and him are about the same exact age, and they're definitely night and day though. They're both very passive, funny enough. But this boy been getting beat up by older sisters, and JJ who has older brothers, but they don't live with them, so he's kind of like the oldest there in that group. So this one, he is beat up by girls. Your sisters beat you up? Are you the youngest?
Yep.
How many kids are there?
3. In the house.
In the house, but how many kids are there total though? Oh.
Wait, at a grandma's house?
No, I'm talking about between me and your mom.
No.
Why are you asking me? Figure it out. We'll get back to the cannabis kid as he figures out how to do simple math. Yeah.
Oh, then 5.
See now as he puts it. Oh, okay. Now that I've got the parameters for this equation set, it's 5, Dad. It's 5. Actually, Miranda just checked in with us too on the K High page. She's on her way in right now.
Yeah.
And so that's Miranda from the Hash It Out show that's going to be starting on Monday right after the doc here at high noon. So she'll be coming on it too. No, she'll be starting right here on here. We'll literally be fighting out of the studio as she's fighting into the studio. And so it's been fun so far today. We had the Gas Man. Like I said, we're about to do this prank because the thing is I want to get Miranda's take on it when she comes in because we're going to be a clown. We've got the parameters set. We've got the thumbs up and the go ahead from our cynical, our diabolical behind the scenes, the person who's really pulling our strings, the puppet master themselves. We can't reveal who they are because it'll reveal who the prank's going to be done on. But so I'm going to mute you.
No.
Yeah, you're going to have to go in mute mode because I can't have you talking while I make this phone call. So we're going to call. I ain't even going to tell you what the place is after the prank because they'll know. We're not going to say we're from Colorado. We're going to keep Colorado out of this. We're going to keep weed out of this. We're going to say we're from Texas. Yeah, that's right, Texas. I'm going to get you in some diabolical trouble today. Let's call them now. Are you ready, son?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to mute you, all right?
Bye.
You're not going anywhere. You're just not going to be able to be heard as easily. Okay, so don't talk in the background. Unless you just, all you can do is say, praise Jesus. But you got to say it like that. Praise Jesus. in the background. That's all you're allowed to say. If you say anything else, I'm throwing you out of the studio for the rest of the day. I promise you.
No.
Yes, I will throw you out. You can say praise Jesus while I'm talking to him. That is it. That is all you can do. Is that fair?
What about
You can say yeehaw if you like.
Yes.
But you cannot say anything else. And your microphone here, you know, here I'm gonna turn your mic on, but I'm gonna turn it down. Say yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Do it again.
Yeehaw.
Do it again.
Yeehaw.
Okay. I'm just gonna take you down far enough that way you sound like you're in the background. And let's have some fun with this. Okay, so we're gonna call this number. For those of you doing a reverse ANI, all my call center workers out there know that lingo. The number is gonna be. Here we go. All right. We got to get into character. My name is Matthew David Jacobs. Matthew David Jacobs of the Southern United Methodist Church. All right. Here we go. So the number is going to be 727-848-0011. For anyone looking it up, that's the number. All right, here we go. Hi, my name is Matthew David Jacobs. I am a representative from the Southern United Methodist Church, and we are looking to do a dinner with y'all folks today, but we have a couple of conditions that would need to be met. Are you with me? Yes. Praise Jesus. Now, what we need is a table that we can sit about 50 to 100 people behind and take a picture like the Last Supper. And we were wondering, do you got room for 50 people? Because we can kick some of them out. They ain't exactly godly, if you know what I mean.
Well, hold on one second. Can you please hold on?
Yes, ma'am. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, Jesus gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. We'll make our own hope music, won't we? Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
I like it. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeehaw. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Praise Jesus, Lord, oh, let it shine. Should we switch songs?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
I guess we can go. In his hands, he's got the in his hands, he's got the in his hands, the whole United Methodist Church in his hands. This little light. Hello?
Hello. Are you ready?
Yes, my name is Michael David Jacobs, and I'm a representative from the Texas chapter of the First United Methodist Church. We are going to have some guests come to the location for dinner tonight, and what we were hoping is could y'all put a string of tables in a row so that we could do like a like a Last Supper picture.
Like what was that?
It's like the Last Supper. We want to take a picture like the Last Supper.
You want it like the Last Supper?
Yeah, like kind of like a longer table or a group of tables.
We can put a whole bunch of tables together.
Okay, so would you mind putting that together and then send me a picture so that I can make sure that it's fitting, because we're going to book this thing now.
Right. Can I get a number to send you a picture to?
Absolutely. My number is 719-201. 201, that is 719-201-3609.
3609.
Yes, and you can send me the picture there. I'm again the Reverend, just Reverend Michael's fine.
All right, Reverend Michael.
Yes, Michael, David, of course. Oh, you don't even want to know the whole one. It's all the baptism names. I done been baptized so many times I can't remember.
Do you know how many guests you might be having? Could I ask?
Well, I originally wanted to bring about 100 people from the chapter, but unfortunately, y'all may not be able to suffice that. And I tell you, half of them are devil worshipers anyway. I would think so. And so they, they're just here because they're supposed to be, not because they want to be. There's those ones. But so I'd say probably about anywhere from 30 to 50 people.
Anywhere from 30 to 50 people. All right. Well, let me confirm this with my manager, okay?
Yes, that's not a problem. Thank you. Absolutely. Praise Jesus. Praise your soul. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little, I'm gonna let it shine, shine, shine. This little, you want to sing with me, baby Reverend? Why not?
I like to go. Yeah.
All right, baby Reverend's in his Texas mode, but Big Rev. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Half our half the congregation does not belong in this congregation. But this is not a conversation for this moment, son. Take that out of my office. Baby Reverend, you all right? Yeah. Yeehaw. All right. Hold on. Let's pick a different song. For some reason, Texas Rodeo. That's why I'm like, she thinks my tractor's sexy. It really turns her on. Oh, they don't want us to go full Texas now. We'll go half Texas. I am thirstier than a steer stuck out in the middle of Arizona. I tell you what.
I'm just here thinking.
Thirstier than a camel. They store water in their humps, and that is just ungodly to me. Down, 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 down. First United Methodist. Down, 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 down. We should get our own theme song, huh? Down, 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 down. That sounds a little too much like the devil's music, but that's okay. Down, 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 down. I am in a good mood today. It is Friday. You know what that means? We eat fish on Friday just like the Catholics, only they're not right.
All right, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, we don't actually take reservations. What time do you plan on coming in?
I would say probably, let's see here, it's 3:30 there now, so I'd say probably 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, about 6 o'clock.
Yeah. About 6 o'clock?
Yes, ma'am.
To accommodate you?
Okay.
But, but that's about all I can do. But as far as
The one thing.
restaurant's not wide enough to line up 50 people.
Okay, so if I got it down to like just as many people as in the Last Supper, the 12 apostles, Jesus, and maybe one other woman who wasn't supposed to be there because she was a prostitute. If I could just have about that many people, could we get about 3 or 4 or 5 tables put across from me, like in a row, like a long table, like the Last Supper table was? Could y'all take a picture and send that to me so I can make sure how many people to bring?
Well, no, I can't really do that.
You can't take the picture?
I don't have access to be able to take a picture.
Would you? Well, you can take it with your phone. I gave her my cell phone number to text me the picture.
Okay, well, I can see if somebody has a phone to be able to do that.
That would be fabulous, absolutely fabulous if someone could do that for us. Keep it down, boy. I apologize.
I'm riding my horsey.
I'm going to actually get the other manager on the phone for you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
See if they can do that.
No problem. The Methodist Church gonna shine.
I'm riding my horse.
The Methodist Church gonna shine. Texas shine. Texas shine. Do. It's hot. Oh, well, son, this is Florida in the summer. It is hot. The Reverend's gonna make it shine, make it shine, make it shine, make it shine. The Reverend Michael Matthew David. Boy, if they knew I was the 15th, they'd be like, oh, good Lord, this boy thinks he's from France.
This is Olga speaking. I'm the general manager. How can I help you?
Hi, ma'am. My name is, of course, the Reverend Matthew or Reverend David. A lot of people just call me Reverend David. But either way, I gave one of your employees my phone number to send me a picture of a couple tables put together, like long ways, like at the Last Supper, because we want to come take a picture like the Last Supper when we come there for dinner tonight.
Okay, you'd be more than welcome to take the picture.
Okay, wonderful.
Come over here.
Can somebody from your staff, and I've already given them my cell phone number, can they put the tables together so I can see about how long they are?
I raised your phone number. You can come and take the picture. We're not allowed to do that, sir. I'm sorry.
Y'all can't send me the picture?
I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Okay, well, do me a favor. Have that table ready. We'll be there at 6 o'clock. Again, that's the First United Methodist Church of Dallas, Texas.
Okay, what is your name again?
My name is the Reverend Michael or the Reverend David. Either one is fine. Last name Jacobs.
Jacob. And I have to take your phone number again because I didn't keep it. Because you asked me to do something that's against the policy.
Yeah, no problem. It's 719.
Hello?
Yes, it's 719.
719.
201.
201.
3609. And if you guys can get that picture taken and send that to me, it'd be great because I cannot get there.
How many people you said, sir?
I'm gonna bring it down. I'm gonna bring it down a notch and only bring about 15 people with me, like the original Last Supper. I'm gonna be Jesus.
What time, sir?
About 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
No problem, sir. Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Well, I definitely appreciate y'all, and y'all have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you so much. God bless
Okay,
you.
bye now. God bless you too. Oh my God, staying in character that long, Pop. That was intense. Watch, I bet you I get that picture though. So we're gonna see if we can. This is a pass or fail situation. So Pop, if we get the picture from these folks, we're gonna post it to the Facebook page. If they don't send the picture, we'll see. Well, by the way, please, comments are welcome. Tell me what you think about the good Reverend Jacobs. I'm going to be Jesus. We'll be back after the break. This is K-High with the Doc and the Reverend. Last break. This is our last break. All right, let's see if Miranda's finally here. Nope. I don't see a Miranda. I'm going to have to read her Miranda rights. How'd I do with the kid? You know how hard it is not to break character?
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to break it. Got to get that laugh in there.
It's time for the key people's unparalleled pharmacy. Call today for a free 1-800-468-2283 or check them out at thekeypeople.com. The Key People, there's a plan for every budget. Interested in starting a great second? Get in touch with the company.
You didn't hear me
Start your
quiet.
janitorial business.
Hello?
Experience is required, and there is a
Is this Miranda?
It is. Hi.
What up? Where you at right now?
I am about to be turning on to Murray.
Okay, so you're Murray and what?
What is this? Like South Carefree?
Murray.
Turning on to Murray?
Oh, wow. You're taking Carefree from Murray? You won't be here before the show's
Yeah,
over.
there's an accident on Powers, so I had to try to get off of Powers and cut down
Oh.
Barnes to cut over because it was stopped.
Well, I'll tell you what. Well, I'll just bring you in from the break. Let me go grab some water real quick before we come back from break, though. And just stay on the line, okay? I'm going to put you on hold.
Okay.
Compare Eagles Nest product to anyone and you'll see that there is no comparison. One try will convince you that you don't have to settle for fast food cannabis anymore. Eagles Nest has true medical grade products with the widest selection of ingredients and professional medical expertise that make all the difference in your meal. If you want cheap synthetic with pesticides, then Eagles Nest is not for you. But if you want quality, expertise, and service, then head 10 minutes west of downtown Springs, about 1 mile past the Pikes Peak exit, and look south while on Highway 24. Like them on Facebook or give them a call at 719-687-2978. No better quality. It's best at the best.
Are we going 30? Attention homeowners. I'm Jay Farner, president of Quicken Loans. We've told you about HARP in the past. There are so many more of you who could be saving hundreds of dollars every month on your mortgage. It's simple and easy. And for 4 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction for primary mortgage origination. To learn more, call 800-QUICKEN.
Visit jdpower.com for award information. Important terms and conditions apply. Calls for cost information.
You still with me?
License law 50 states and MLS number 3030.
Hey, girl.
But I like the way that we pimp
Miranda.
on K-High.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
I mean,
We're coming
they
back in now.
all smell like they bathed in pot. You can get high just talking to these guys. They're on every day from 5 to 7 on K-High.
Oh, snap. I can't help but want to dance. Technotronic. Oh, don't you feel like you got a break dance to that? You know, by the way, speaking of getting down and having a little fun here, right now we got with us, she's calling in by phone as she's stuck in traffic due to an accident out on Powers. So traffic alert, there is an accident on Powers. She's taking the way around. She'll probably walk in the studio as the show is ending. It shouldn't take her 10 minutes to get here. So we got about 10 minutes left in the show. But it is the beautiful, the gorgeous Latina Miranda.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. And so now you're kind of like, we've got Big Brother Kev over down there in Phoenix that airs right before me. And then me, and now we've got our little sister Miranda, who's going to have a show called, what's the name show again?
It's going to be called Let's Hash It Out.
Let's Hash It Out, which sounds like it's going to be a discussion show, much like my own.
That's right. I want to open up the lines and I want to hear what people have to say that are not exactly pro-cannabis or not for the movement, and I want to know why. And it's not exactly that they're going to, be always debating against me, because I certainly don't know everything that there is to know about it. But I want to open it up to everybody to call in and share their opinion with these people. I want to get the mom who can't send her kid to school because he uses medical cannabis, and perhaps get, the principal of that school and let them kind of talk to it on a one-on-one level and kind of see, what their thoughts on it are without all of the pressure of, what people are going to be saying right in front of their face. You know what I mean? Kind of helps it get a little bit of a controversy going and kind of hash it out and see what topics are in today's world that we don't hear about all the time.
Now, do you have weed with you now?
I do.
Because we need to smoke. You know, the only reason I'm asking is let's blaze, man. I left mine at the crib. Now, were you listening to the prank call that we just did?
I was.
What do you think?
Pretty interesting. I wouldn't have suspected.
That I can play the good Reverend from Texas?
Hey, if they'll take the picture and they'll do it, then I'll be kind of interested.
I want to see. This is why people hate potheads. Just so you know, out there in America, is because we come up with just crazy shenanigans to mess with people. This is a remote for the air conditioner. Oh, by the way, say hi, Cannabis Kid. Hold on, wait. Let's get this mic up. There we go. Say hi to Miranda.
Hi, Cannabis Kid.
So we brought in the son of a pothead, which the only one I knew was my own, and to kind of lend insight to us. And so he's had a lot to say about stuff as far as like he is a non-smoker, obviously, and a non-user because he doesn't have any like terminal illnesses or diseases that would require him to be an underage, consumer or making consumption of marijuana. So do you have any questions for our Cannabis Kid?
Do I have any questions for him?
Yeah, ask him anything. He'll tell you. You're never going to get a more real answer than from a 9-year-old, I promise you.
Well, he said that he still gets disciplined whether or not you're smoking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And other than that, he doesn't have an opinion really. Well, he's 9. Can he really voice an opinion about that?
Hey, this is America. Don't we all have opinions?
Well, I guess that's correct.
Okay, so how do you feel about being disciplined? She's really wanting to know. Like when you have to get you have to get a whooping or put in a corner or grounded, whether I'm smoking weed or not, how does that affect you?
Not even. It doesn't affect me.
Does me whooping your butt affect you?
Oh, yeah.
But
So
as,
there's something kind of interesting. I'm sitting right here next to, I'm stopped at a red light, and there's a cop sitting right next to me looking at me. I'm dying to see if he's going to say something.
hello, officer. We are proud supporters of the law-abiding officers, that is. And what I mean by that is hey, if you're out there enforcing marijuana laws to the guilt of what the law is, to the extent of the law, then I'm all for you. And if you're not, then I'm kind of holding that against you. By the way, don't forget, 596-6200. That is the number to the Pizza Hut down the street from the studio. What fan out there is going to order the Cannabis Kid a large pepperoni? Send it to 5050 Edison Avenue, Suite 218. You got to take care of the kid. I could easily just go get him a pizza, guys. But heck, we could probably just go to a country buffet and have lunch with the VP again. But there's no, that kind of defeats the purpose. You know, I want my fans to take care of my guest. And my guest today happens to be a 9-year-old that wants a large pizza from Pizza Hut. Me personally, I would have shot for steak, prime ribs, something like that. But instead, he's shot for that. By the way, where are you at right now, Miranda?
I am hitting just about Murray and was it Summer Park. So I'll be
She's like a block
I don't
away.
mind getting a pizza. Oh, cool.
Well, we don't want you. We don't want our other guests to order the pizza.
Well, I'm hungry too. Once we're gonna be smoking, we gotta eat.
Okay, fair enough. I'll tell you what. Well, I'm gonna see. Well, let's give it to you. Get here and see if one of our listeners posts that they ordered the pizza. If they don't, then we'll let you order the Cannabis Kids pizza because it's still not his dad doing it. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yep.
All right. He's like, yep. As long as I'm getting pizza, all I heard was pizza in my name, bro. All right. Well, we're gonna let Miranda go and get her off the phone here so that she can drive safely. And she'll be here any moment. And she's apparently gonna order pizza. Now I'm telling you right now, if you guys out there, you listeners, hey, don't talk over me, please. You're gonna get muted anyway now. Bam, for talking over me. You're silent. I feel like that guy. You know that show with that comes on after PTI. He's like. You've been silenced for talking over me. But anyway, so Miranda's about to be in the studio. She says that she will buy the Cannabis Kid a pizza. I will probably try to talk to them myself and see if they'll just deliver it, because I can't let Miranda buy the kid the pizza. I mean, I'll let her because it's still not dad doing it. And that was kind of the whole point of this, but we also didn't want it to be the guest of my show, one of my guests. You know, she's like, it's like little sister coming in and taking care of big bro's kid. And, you know, I kind of view it as like, you know, she's joining the team or, you know, coming in with the team. Who is this? Hold on. Well, we've got a guest coming in. One of the unexpected. Who could this be? We are getting towards the end of the show. I think I just saw Miranda pull up right now, actually. Is that her? Yep, wait, hold on. No, that's not Miranda. That's one of our sales girls. Okay, that's one of the sales girls. Call them, buy a sponsorship on the show, get the show named after your company. Right now, it's the High Noon with the Doc. That's it. There's nothing else. It could be High Noon brought to you by blah, blah, blah with the Doc. And put blah, blah, blah being a euphemism for your business. So if you're interested in advertising, you can get a hold of me, 719-201-3609. That's my business line. Contact me. We'll get you set up. Again, right now, I've got a really good special where you can sponsor the show for the next 3 months for a measly $1,000. Now, that may sound like a lot to you guys, but I promise you, one stack, one brick, one chunk of Hundies, one set of 10 Benjamins is a cheap deal when you're talking about being able to sponsor a show Monday through Friday for 3 months. That's a huge deal. Your brand will be pushed somewhere in the ballpark of about 333 times promised / you will get this no matter what level. At least 333 times a month. But I can promise you right now, if I'm involved with your branding of my show, I can guarantee you it'll probably be 333 times a week with all the times I post, because every time I post my show, it's going to have your name attached to it, your business tagged to it. So there's a lot of really great opportunity. If you are looking for a cheap way or a less expensive way to push your brand out there to on average of anywhere from 30 to 100,000 people any given day, definitely get a hold of the Doc. Again, 719-201-3609 or 719-591-KUSH. You can call into the studio. Let's get you guys involved. Let's get you guys part of it, because the bottom line is that I want to see this happen. I mean, that's the only way I can actually, say it is I want to see this happen. I want to see that first sponsor. Who's going to be that person that for, like I said, for a G, you can grab a sponsorship on my show for $1,000. For $4,000, you can buy the entire year, and you get me as a personal spokesman for the entire year. to push your brand. And I'll throw out some brand names like Trezona, which is my own personal brand. Went from 0 to hero within a matter of weeks because of the way I know how to push a brand. Living Art Tattoo, I have their logo redesigned for Big Mike out there, Living Art Tattoo. But that's another brand that I have literally taken from one spot to another and helped out in some way or another. And as a matter of fact, we did so well initially with the branding of them that they actually went through a complete remodel, which was something I'm sure he was planning already. But me helping out with him and helping out with the branding of his company with my own advertising firm that I run outside of here has driven that. Jesse James, aka Nick Anderson, the tattoo artist, helping brand him and getting him his own logo designed by me. So when I tell you guys, this is what I live to do, is when I'm not on air, I live to be part of the open free world and the free market and branding you. If you want to be part of that, you got to get a hold of us. You got to get in here and talk to us, because again, this is what I want to do for you. I want to take your brand to that next level. Are we getting knocked on? Uh-oh, it's Miranda. Here, let's get Mike 2 queued up for her. You can go right here, sweetheart. And so with that said, I mean, if you want to be part of that and you want to really brand your company or brand your group, get a hold of me. We'll get you guys, like I said, buy the whole year for $4 grand. You know how much it normally costs for the whole year? Try about 12 grand. You're getting it for about 25% of what it normally costs. It's about $1,000 a month to sponsor my show. And we're doing it for you literally for 12 grand. I mean, you can't buy that type of publicity for that price. It's impossible. I mean, wouldn't you agree? Here, right here. Or actually, right over here. We're gonna give you your own little port. How's that? You hear it?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear okay? Because most girls don't hear good.
Hey.
Yeah, already with the big brother jokes. No. So we got a couple minutes before we get out of here. Let's talk about your show the rest of 2 minutes. It's all you.
Okay. Basically, like I was saying before, I just want to hear what people have to say, and I want to kind of spark up a little bit of controversy. Everything we've done so far here on the station has been on a positive and educational note, which is great. That's what we're doing. But I think that we kind of are leaving it a little bit bleak with some people that don't necessarily like what we're doing here.
Can I call him? I can pretend to not agree with you.
Oh, of course.
Can I be the Reverend Jacobs?
Well, I don't know if I can debate with the Reverend.
Is it not, though? Religious people are the toughest debates, though, honestly. I mean, that's what I find.
You'll never win, no matter what side it is that you're.
Because Jesus said so.
Something like that.
That's what it comes down to. You and I both know that. When you argue with me, I go, oh well, that's an interesting fact. Here's a doctor or a medical fact reason why I don't agree with you. But when you argue with somebody who's religious, a lot of the times it turns into that. Because Jesus said so. Well, but that's not a medical fact. You're religious. Like yesterday, if you were listening to the show, you heard him say fact, fact, fact. Your religious background is not a fact behind marijuana. It's a personal reason.
Mm-hmm. Everybody has an opinion, and there's facts to back it up. Sometimes there's not. So just kind of have to hash it out and see where it goes from there.
Hash it out. Look, she's already branding it. Brandon, I like it though. I dig the name. When I heard the name of the show, I was like, I dig it. Here's some meal. Leave me alone. I was like, I dig it. Oh, this is the cannabis kid. He's adorable though. I'm gonna have to beat some chicks with a stick, ain't I? Well, I'll tell you what. Starting Monday, you're gonna hear this beautiful woman right here's voice gracing the airwaves at 2 o'clock as she chases me out of the studio. We're gonna get out of here today. I'm K-High with the doc. We got the cannabis kid. Say goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
And that's Miranda. We'll see you Monday with her, and I'll see you guys Monday. Order this kid a pizza. The funny thing is, we have no way of knowing. So you can order a pizza, and I promise you, you might be one of the shows.
This is K-High 1580.
Hey, you guys have a good weekend out there in Chicago, guys. All right. So, and oh, by the way, that's Sonar. Have you been? Oh, okay, so Sonar. Oh yeah, sure. Sorry. I'm going through male menopause, basically. It's just but anyway, so Mondays, Monday what'll happen is come in. You know what? Come in like 1:30. If you're not already here, you might already be here doing preps for your show anyway. But Monday about 1:30 on, I'll have you on my show, and we'll literally kind of just hand off your show to you for your first one. So we'll basically, and I might even stick around for the first segment of your show, just kind of BS with you guys on with it, and it'll be kind of like a. Are you nervous?
I'm
don't be nervous. Okay.
I'm never nervous about public speaking or talking to people or anything like that. And
until you get on the air, he's the same way. He's like, I'm so nervous, Dad. I'm like, Dave, just talk to me.
I kind of missed you since the beginning with the weekends, having done all their stuff, and I haven't been nervous, haven't done anything. And then yesterday or the day before when I was on with them, I got so nervous. I was shaking when I got into the studio. I had no idea.
Is that why you went, oh,
How much?
how much do these things run? I gotta give you one of these.
But I can get you 15%.
$34, 50% discount. Okay, because we gotta get a doc cigarette lighter watch. That's just cool. I'm a watch guy. If you told my wife about it, she's like, I don't get smoking. That's what I'm saying. I was like, that's like really, really cool. Yeah, you can't say anything here on the football field out of my mouth. I talked about this a little bit. Yeah, good. I'm gonna try to. I'll show up to this. I'll go to this. I mean, I'll make a K-High president. Don't look at me. Casey Starks already have it. That's his club. Fair enough. But oh yeah, I'll call him actually directly. Would you have his number? I think I do somewhere. Okay, let me get that. You are good to go for Monday too.
Okay.
And
I'm so scared.
So what I'm gonna do to help her is she's gonna come in about 1:30 on my show, and I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna segue into her show with her, so you basically won't see much of a gap between high noon to her show for that first one, just to help her, hand her off, as you say, that's what you call it, hand off the show for her. And then after that, you're on your own, kid. You'll be all right. And then I'm gonna call in and be the Reverend. You hear the prank call? Dude, I've had a day. I haven't heard. I've heard. I feel your frustration. Let's just put it this way. No, just put it this way. Last time that anybody here saw me in the evasive action a couple of hours ago, I was here, and David Magursio, the regional VP, was under my hands. I was just, you talking about little tiny baby dad. Don't act like that. Look with the way scared of you. What are you doing, kiddo? Well, boy, let me tell you something. Double D is yanking my neck like, get off. And I'm like, no, please let me take him out for everybody. Just let me do it. I have a issue. I have an issue with people that use that phrase, I'm the boss here, yet the name at the bottom of my check is your name. Whoever writes me my check is really my boss, but I'll let you think what you got to do. Reader's badges first. Now, y'all tell me, because y'all been in sales promotion. You set up an appointment. Tell somebody to be somewhere at a certain time. Be here at 8 a.m. So far, they show up. They're not there. What's the rule after 10 minutes? You can leave, or you're fair. Or if someone else is there, it's fair. Yeah. I'll give you 10, 15 minutes, and then I'm taking your view, and I'm going to close your view. They're about to go. They're about to hand me a card and say, hey, whoever did this, and just have them reschedule and stuff. Like, I don't want y'all to think y'all sat here for nothing. Josh, go talk to him. Josh goes, presents, talks to him. What you're supposed to do. Got a grand in. Yeah, good job, Josh. David gets mad because that was David's account that he set up. I said, you're late. Yeah, lost. Oh, I did all the groundwork. He closed it. It's his signature. If anything, he might have claimed a 25% commission. Mind you, I'm nice and I can have. Now, mind you, I pulled Josh off of my morning show because he's only late to go talk to these people. He closes the deal. He comes back in. Hey, good job. We back in morning show. Dave went to phone once. Dave went to phone twice. Went to bring that and sent no. Mind you, he's supposed to be the regional VP. Answer your no.
You're talking about Diablo?
No, he's talking about Ruben.
That's all I do.
Rodriguez, Rodriguez.
But he said the notes into your effing phone. So Josh, you gotta take that. Forward that to the big boss and say, hey, I take these notes from you. There you go. After we're off on a break, Josh is standing at the main door. I'm at my desk. Dave comes in there, doesn't look at me, doesn't look at Lisa, goes straight for Josh. Answer your phone. I said, I'm done. What? You don't talk to anyone in that fashion. I said, had that boy had a couple of years, maybe. You ain't going to talk to them. And then, even worse. No, I'm the boss here. Oh, man, I wish you would say some shit like that. Don't act like I'm afraid of you. I don't want you to be
afraid. And people whose ass are whooped ain't afraid. And I don't want them to be afraid. It's just a matter of respect. Talk to that man like he's a big fucking man. Well, I say she need to say. Sorry I was late, guys. Josh, thank you for hooking up the account. Appreciate it. Good job, everybody. Since I did the legwork and expand the commission, yeah, I'd be asking you that. Yeah. Like, can we? And keep it moving. And he continued to keep it. I'm like, listen, let's boil this down to the simplest form. You are mad because you were late for an appointment and someone else closed it. As a member of the managerial team, one would think, you got to grab and put it in the books. Okay, who got it? We got to grab it before 9. But you were so caught up in, that was my deal, that you don't even see the positive that happened. The guy that you picked on for months and said you can't sell anything, just closed the deal of which you missed on.
Save your ass.
Yeah, Josh, man, I'm like, oh. I said, if that's me, man, Josh, you got me, man. Hey, I ain't gonna say nothing else about you. I appreciate it, man. Good stuff. Let's split commission. But he's going off with this and the other. He walked out, I sit at my desk, he came back in. Like, you need to remember something. I'm the boss around here. You sound like shit. I said, you're good for that half seat that can barely talk his way out of the paper bag. You call him a half seat? That's gangster.
Are you one of the guys around here that doesn't smoke once?
No, I smoke once, but I don't have a stick. You're right. So it's kind of a 50-50. I don't have my hours. I was starting to feel a little bit of a Dan Carter move. Yeah, I'm like, she's like, don't tell me when to really ask mistakes.
The weed pimps always give me a hard time because I smoke blunts. They don't smoke blunts.
The weed pimps smoke blunts.
No, not with me.
Then why did they left the whole?
Chris will, but
they left the whole table full of when we first started the station. Remember that the whole table full of fucking blunt roll? Challenge me to a contest. Chris don't care. Everybody else is kind of like, you know what? But yeah, that whole I didn't have my rolling papers like my regular joint history. But yeah, that whole. But yeah, that whole thing went down, and I went down with somebody. That's the little shit you would ever talk to anybody with. I talk to anybody the way I want to. You gonna do that to me right now? I'll do it anyway I want to. You take shit, boy. He got up. I'm like, no, he's like, get off. No, please let me do it. Please let me do it. Dion, Michael was trying to, and you know he had a Raiders. No. Oh, Double D. Oh, you talking about okay. Double D was like, come on, man. He ain't worth it. I know it's not worth it, but please let me do it. Please let me do it. Please let me sound like me with my exes. I got a bitch ain't working. We got shooter. We got done. I was sitting at the desk. I texted Mike. I said, well, I guess today's my last day. Rain, what happened?
It's just about to get real.
Mike came in, spoke to everybody. He was like, midnight fire. I was like, dude, there's no, I said, I don't care how mad I am with somebody. I've never, that shit I came as far as what? We both know that Elegante shit only went as far as it did because of Blue Man. Because it did. No, I know. No whole other story, but it wasn't even to do with the station. I mean, it ended up becoming part of this. I'm okay. I ain't killing nobody yet. I'm good. Yesterday I might have. I forgot to I was asking Lori, by the way, named Lori Kennard, Mike Kennard's wife. She's the owner. Okay. Yeah, that's the real.
Befriend her.
We call it. Like, what the hell's Lori down there? I said, you got one more time to mention Mama Bear's name. I'll fuck you up. All right, so what do you want to do to talk about? That, cannabis now, cannabis culture. Worst case scenario, go to the Facebook page because I got 4 of them rotating. Every 30 minutes, there's another story. How do you, is that RSS, are you doing it through RSS feed? How you're getting it to rotate? Yeah, see, I need somebody just like does it for me. I can't babysit all these web pages. Go to delivery and deliver dlvr.it delivery.
Do I need to get my own headphones?
If you could, that'd be cool. If not, no worries. But yeah, if you do that, their free account will allow you to set up 5 RSS feeds. All you gotta do is find the feeds. If you go pro, then it's unlimited. We had to pay for pro. This is the lady who gave the people the pranks reaction to the prank. She's the one who provided the placement. She said, oh my God, that prank was great. She's like, that reminds part is you did really well. That reminds me, I got to print off an email that came through. Oh God. No. Okay, good. You know, my first reaction is right after you go to piss off now. Well, you know, Joy Chuck is
This is K-High 1580, the world's first station dedicated to marijuana awareness. How in the world can we talk pot all day? Well, the marijuana movement has a lot of passionate fans across the great USA. But there is medical benefits, legislative issues, lifestyle stuff, as well as a revolution that's taking place, changing society, just like the end of prohibition during the 60s homers. This is K-High, the lead talk station. Downtown location that treats everyone the same. It doesn't matter if you're new or not. Take advantage of the pyramid trades that they make for you. Let's change. Can you change? Chief Coaching. Introduce some people at the Adrenaline and many more. Located downtown in 22 East Red Avenue, 7963. Like on Facebook, the worst part about business travel is worrying about my wife and kids at home alone. My family's safety is my responsibility. That's why I started researching home security. I called the big alarm companies, checked online, even looked at doing it myself. With the best technology for the best price came from Vivint, leading for the Consumer's Digest Best Book. Yes, Vivint gives me a complete security system, but it does even more. Vivint's video technology is unreal. I can see what's going on in my home right from my smartphone, tablet, or computer. I can even lock the doors remotely if my kids forget. Best yet, I got Vivint's no equipment costs free. It's only $1,300 for the camera and security equipment. And George, Vivint was the easy choice for my family safety.
Take control of your family safety with Vivint. Order now for up to $1,300 in security equipment at no charge. Just pay as little as $99 for activation. Plus, call now and installation is free. Call 1-800-471-1577. That's 1-800-471-1577. 1-800-471-1577.
Cheap synthetic pesticides that use this is not for you, but expertise and service that in 10 minutes west of downtown Springfield, 1 mile past the next peak makes up south of Highway 20. Like them on Facebook, give them a call at 719-687-2978. It's reasonable. Why does it come from Gary Platt's name like he dance and spits? Because only like he just says, Gary, you're ready for your word. A second is word here. So he knows exactly when he can check in and amp up for his big presentation. And when Gary's amped up, guess what happens? He's ready to run. Let's rock this audit. Akita is ready for you, so you don't even for business. We're ready for you only at LQ.com. This is Mama's Club. My mother. Her doctor. Set it and forget it. Then remember around 2 a.m. Then think about unsetting it. Then decide to go back to sleep instead. K-High. No.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Boom boom chakaloo. This is Chuck. Test. Okay. Good morning, everybody. My name is Chuck D, and you are listening to Sober Radio right here on Chicago's Smart Talk 1590 WCGO. I'm very happy to have you joining me this morning. Sober Radio is a show about recovery from addiction, and over the past several months, we've covered a lot of territory on this very important subject. If you've listened to the show before, you know that I'm not selling anything. I'm not asking for donations or seeking your assistance in any way. The sole purpose of this program is to offer some modicum of experience, strength, and hope for anyone who might themselves suffer or knows someone who suffers from addiction to alcohol or drugs. I deal primarily with alcoholism, although many of the principles you'll hear discussed on Sober Radio can apply to relief from a variety of addictions. My sole purpose is to shine a light on the simple fact that the afflicted has a way out of this insidious disease. The disease of alcoholism is best described as a two-pronged illness, an obsession of the mind and an allergy of the body. It destroys not just the life of the afflicted, but tends to do a pretty good job of wiping out the lives of those surrounding the alcoholic. You know somebody that's alcoholic, then you know what I'm talking about. The reality is that we're all thieves and cheats, stealing any chance of happiness and peace from those around us. We're adept liars too, lying not only to those we love the most, but to ourselves. We're on the road to recovery. Cut that out. Once we're on the road to recovery, we learn these things and begin to realize that drinking is just a symptom of what's wrong with us. We've discussed these things in great detail in prior shows, and if you're interested, I'd invite you to listen to the free podcast available at 1590wcgo.com. Just click on the show menu, scroll down to Sober Radio, and then click that selection. You'll see a list of the available podcasts that you can listen to live or download for later use. As part of the Sober Radio Speaker Series, one of the most inspiring stories comes from the man credited with being the co-founder of Alcoholics Anonymous, Bill Devil. This particular address comes on the evening that his friend and co-founder of AA died, and in what he'd intended to be a short address with the sad news of Dr. Bob's passing, it became a telling of his own story in his own words. There have been a few movies made about him in which parts of his story are given the Hollywood treatment of dramatization for film impact. This address, though, comes directly from the horse's mouth and in his own words and voice. It's a pretty awesome piece. Before I begin this story, I would like to add that Alcoholics Anonymous has very strict guidelines about promotion, media usage, and anonymity. I tell you that because this program does not, in my opinion, breach those guidelines. Sober Radio does not promote any particular method of recovery, but we do discuss them all. In this program, I do not evangelize AA or any other recovery method or facility. I feel very strongly, though, that once redo that. Boom, boom, check, check. I feel very strongly, though, that one whose life has been dramatically changed through the forever road to recovery has the responsibility to share that experience, strength, and hope obtained through that recovery, so that the untreated alcoholic begins to get a sense that he or she is not alone, that there is a way out of the hell that we fall into, and most importantly, that they don't have to treat themselves that way anymore. It's never too late to get well, no matter how far down the scale we might think we've fallen. Enough said on that. And now I am very happy to present a story that I hope you'll find enlightening, inspiring, and engaging. I give you Bill Devil. That's all. Oops, that's right. That's right. Just got one more little close out here. That's all the time we have for today, so I'll ask you to tune in next week at this time for the conclusion of Bill W.'s story. Same time, same station, so until then, be safe, treat yourself well, and if you or someone you know suffers from addiction, please make a phone call today and ask for help. It could be the most important phone call you ever make. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. I'll tell you what, you can just shoot the file to me. I don't think it was too meditative. We had that other problem in the beginning of that story. Awesome, man. I appreciate it.
the shit if I need to. The hell is all of this?